Boom! There it
Howdy
is.
doody dotty day. Howdy
We
dotty doody dotty day.
are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
welcome back
we are.
to the Hyper Ship. Anthony, would you like to do the festivities since you're here, but you're not? We can't obviously see you. He is on the intercoms.
He is in there. He's in spirit.
Our great and wonderful host. He's somewhere in there. Somebody
He's
get out
somewhere
the Ouija board. Is there a spirit in here?
I know. Yeah, I can just move some things around.
Yeah, conjure that.
And see and get him. Yeah.
Speak up.
I don't think so.
I don't think he can hear us. I don't think he knows that we're live. I don't know what happened there. I think he just disappeared.
He'll show back up. His spirit
He's
will
allegedly here.
imagine himself.
So that's all right. That's technical difficulties on our part.
On his part, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're fine.
His part.
Our
He'll get it together. We'll see him in a little bit, everybody.
Yeah. Our wonderful host is taking an audio break. We will be departing in a few moments. Weather is about 65 degrees, something like that. Rainy. Let's get the fuck on with it. We tested our speakers on StreamYard. Shout out. Sounds like we sound great.
Sounds like we're working.
It sounds like we're working.
Have a great show. And we're back. We're back with another unofficial sponsor. Now I'm drinking me some Ninja Turtle brand water right here.
Okay.
From
like
Path.
From Path.
So, you know.
Shout out to Path.
Shout out to Path.
On the path of hydration. Shout out.
You gotta
say good Ninja Turtle water. Hopefully it's not the New York sewer water that they just bottled up and gave to you. Because if not, that must be pretty tasty water because you didn't seem too disgusted by it.
No,
so shout out New York for having clean city water or clean sewer water. You go New York.
It's not New York water, trust me. I've been to New York before and
Big cozy.
Big cozy over there. Good heavens.
Big cozy, what to call me?
Big cozy, James Cozy, not James Posey. You got James Cozy, Jimmy
Cozy
Cozy. If y'all remember that,
is it still tweaking? Oh no, it's better. That's kind of tweaking.
It's Bobby Berthiaume.
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah,
fucking get cozy on the couch.
Yeah, Bobby. Yeah.
On the casting couch.
Yeah, keep your hands where we can see them.
Hands on my eyes can see.
Appreciate that.
Stupid. What's up, though?
How we doing?
Like that. Down there.
Our world's most favorite snitch, PI.
High grade
investigator.
I be high grade snitching is what my boy like to call it.
He's a private investigator, not an investigator of privates.
No, yes. Well, not yet.
Have you told anyone that yet? Have you used that pickup line yet? Be like, I'm a private investigator.
No, I have not.
You haven't? You should probably try that one.
She wouldn't go for that. She'd be like, if you don't get the...
She might. You never know.
I mean...
What's up, Boogie Woogie?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm in the living room today, so Boogie's going to be...
That's fine.
In the
Boogie
show.
can be part of the show. I'm okay with that.
He'll probably... he'll probably get up here with me and shit. All right, cool. This is... It's working.
Boogie,
it's working. It's beautiful.
Down. Boogie.
All right.
Get down.
Well, let's tweak it.
I know, right?
Get down with the boogies. Okay,
we're gonna get down with the get down, and what we're gonna start.
Is the Ahsoka on tonight?
Yes, it is.
On tonight. Look at that. Look at us go.
Yeah, Ahsoka's on right now. Probably.
No, I thought it was 8.
Oh,
we still got 25 minutes. So hurry up and wrap this shit up. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't need to jump into it like
that. I'm not. I will say it has elevated for me. It's going the opposite direction to where first episode was pretty good. But I had some what the fuck should we doing? Next couple episodes, I was like, I'm not really sure about this. And now I've kind of I'm like, okay, this is like Rebels season 5. Like, all right, we're getting somewhere here. You're telling a little bit of a story.
You know what? And that's where it kind of it's good in a sense, but definitely I would appreciate this a lot more if I did watch the Rebels show.
That is one big gripe I have about this, because I was like, as I'm watching it a lot of the times, I'm like, nobody's gonna fucking know what's going on.
Yeah,
if you're a casual person, or if you're just into Star Wars and you're maybe just watching a show here and there, and then the trilogy,
Yep.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on. And I promise you, if I almost think that if I didn't watch Rebels, I wouldn't like this show. Because I'd probably be like, what the fuck is going on?
Interesting.
The thing that's what's keeping it interesting is that it does a good job at. I like the action, and it's not, even though some of the character building, I think it's just because I didn't watch Rebels. Like some of the Rebel stuff, it's kind of like it feels a little bit kind of wonky and not kind of understanding some of the characters and some of their motives and how they act, and it's like that. But
it is.
I think it's like, all right, I'm following. Yeah, I'm following along with it. But it seems like now that we finally got Thrawn showing up.
Yeah, I love Mickelson, but why you couldn't get on a treadmill for the next few months, dog? Like,
nah,
I'm sorry,
man,
I get it. I'm fat. I'm not gonna body shame. All right, I'm fat. I understand this.
Good. He's eating good out there.
Bullshit, you're in exile. You were probably eating better when you were with the Empire.
Like, obviously not.
And that is just me as a personal gripe, because Thrawn, for as long as I knew him, from the books to Rebels, he was slim, trim, and agile. This dude looks like he's been eating his clone troopers.
Yo, chill.
Well, maybe not that big. But he does, like when he stands up, he looks like 6 months pregnant. And I'm like, what
does
he?
You
have time to get fat?
He's bloated. He's bloated right now.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Maybe he's been in exile, man. Stressed out, dog. Trying to figure out how to get back.
Thrawn does not get stressed. Let me nerd out for a second. But yeah, Thrawn does not get stressed. I don't know why. Like, you maybe just get a corset on it. Maybe like we got CG. Maybe just like shave it back a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Why are you body shaming this man?
Again,
what happened?
I am fat, so I got no problem. But I'm just like, could you imagine? Could you like just imagine for 1 second if you trotted out like a let me think of a character here. Like if you just trotted, like imagine they did a live action Scooby-Doo and Shaggy came out just a little bit pudgy. You know what I mean? Like you'd be kind of like, what the fuck are we doing?
Hey, but it'll make sense. It's like you sitting there eating all those like Dagwood sandwiches and getting high. That's what happens when you just sit there.
Yeah, but when you run that much and shit your pants that much on a regular basis from Ghost, you staying slim and trim. All that anxiety, that shit keeps you thin, dog.
Hey, maybe man, metabolism just got a little bit slow.
I guess in his old age, yeah, huh? Maybe that's what happened to Thrawn. The metabolism got to him. Again, it's just a silly gripe. I love the character, and Mickelson is killing it because he did the voice for him in Rebels too. So I'm like, it's very familiar, and I'm like, this is Thrawn. So like, there's just one wide shot of him where I'm just like, all right, Thrawn, come on now. I know you just didn't stop doing push-ups in fucking exile. Now, come on, you're the heir to the Empire. What are we doing? Have a little respect.
Feeding them good out there. You got to keep that mind sharp. So they have to feed them baked mac and cheese out there.
God damn, that is fucking up. That is funny though.
Yeah,
I mean, Ezra got a beard, Thrawn got fat. I guess Exile's a bitch.
I know, right?
I mean? I guess Exile's a bitch.
Hey, that's what happens. But
I'm actually like the back end of it. I'm actually enjoying. And
it's been way too slow for me.
Yeah,
I can't. It's been tough to get into.
I feel that though, but that's what I'm saying. Like the first 2-3, like it wasn't until they did the episode where she goes through the past with Anakin that I was like, okay, they're starting to step back into the shit. They're starting to get back into the Star Wars lore. They're starting to get back to where they were when they were doing Clone Wars and Rebels and trying to reestablish the history. Because really, when you go back, the whole point of Clone Wars and really Rebels was to make sense of the prequel trilogy, because there were so many holes in the prequel trilogy that now if you go back, it a lot of it makes a lot more sense. And that was the whole point of those, especially Clone Wars. Clone Wars, more specifically, was to kind of help glue the prequel back together and
make it more connected to the actual original trilogy. Because, like you said, even though George Lucas said, like, hey, I had the prequels planned out before I had, the original trilogy. It's like, shut up. No, you didn't. Because none of that stuff was connecting and everybody, there was so much plot holes. So that's why, having those shows right there is kind of like making sense of it. And also, maybe establishing some later stuff that they can pull
Rebels.
from.
Rebels kind of helps make sense of like what's going on between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Basically, it like helps kind of tie that in together as well. Like Vader's still Vader, Ahsoka's hiding from Vader. Like it kind of ties shit in a little bit better. But that's why I kind of like. That's why I was like, I was digging the episode with Anakin because it kind of ties everything back together again. And like, I guess if you're familiar with the Clone Wars show and you're familiar with, I just didn't like how they did the flyby. They were like, oh, this is the Siege of Mandalore. It's like they dedicated almost an entire season to that shit. In Clone Wars, you can't just gloss over it and Anakin's like, I don't remember being here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well,
because this was the Siege of Mandalore. Like, we had fucking Darth Maul running around. We had an entire army of Mandalorians that had dedicated themselves to Darth Maul and were like running around wreaking fucking havoc with the guy as he wielded the Darksaber.
This is Rebels?
This is Clone Wars.
Star Wars.
This was Clone Wars. This was like the latter season of Clone Wars.
But is this the animated show or is this a...
Yeah, this is the animated.
It's animated.
It's like one of the final seasons.
So if I were to get into it, where should I start? At the beginning?
Actually, the beautiful part is that Disney did all the work for you.
They did a movie?
They put all the vital Clone Wars episodes like in a thing for you. So you can just go to Star Wars and it'll have the Clone Wars.
Oh, like a category, a sector.
It'll have like all the vital episodes, like all the important episodes to like Mandalore, all the important episodes for us that you need to watch for like the Mandalorian, all the episodes you need to watch for Ahsoka. Because here's the thing with Clone Wars.
Hold on, you said Andor as well?
No, Mandalorian.
Okay, just
Mandalorian.
So like the thing with Clone Wars is that if you got time, start it. But it's like an anime. There's a lot of pointless fucking episodes because originally it came out for Cartoon Network. So they were like, it was supposed to be for kids. So it was like, give us like 25 episodes a season. And a lot of those episodes don't have shit to do with fuck.
Because these kids
I think maybe like 10 of the 25 episodes are actually important. Like that have to do with
I would say
this
is why
bullshit adventure fillers.
So
Disney went through and did all the work for you. So you don't have to necessarily sit through Clone Wars. Rebels isn't as bad because each season I think is only like 13 or 14 episodes and it's 25-minute episodes. So it's really easy to digest. You can kind of like fall and like that's the other thing too with like Rebels. Of the 15 to like 20 episodes that there are, maybe 3 of them are like, I didn't need that one. But most of them like actually progress the story and have a lot of shit going on in them.
I see.
That you're like, oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Especially like in the latter.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. Star Wars just doesn't excite me. It's just I just don't get up for it.
It's just certain things like what I was gonna say earlier about like the Clone Wars stuff, like when it was on Cartoon Network, that's what really lost me. It was like this long season, a lot of this stuff just seemed pointless. But
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is hard to get through. But then when Netflix took it over, it got really fucking good again because they geared it towards adults. Because like it got canceled on Cartoon Network and just stopped abruptly.
Okay.
And Netflix picked it back up, and they're like, we're gonna pick up right at the Siege of Mandalore, and they made it for adults. So it gets kind of good once in like the late seasons, like the last 2 seasons, it gets good. But otherwise, the first few are just like completely pointless fillers.
Yeah, and I would say this about Star Wars too. A lot of the things and a lot of the appeal, if it doesn't get to you, is some of the side stuff too. Like some of maybe like, the comics books, but now it's the Legends sort of series
Yeah,
and
they're
kind of
slowly
things like that.
sprinkling it back in.
Yeah,
They
they're putting
said that
shuffling.
that's null and void, but they're slowly sprinkling
They're
shit back
picking
in.
like pick and choosing, what they want
Yeah,
to bring in and
I
here and
want
there.
Ant to hear this because I think the thing with Star Wars, like he says, he doesn't get him up. I'm on the same side that Brad is on, to where like it doesn't get me up anymore because we've been on the Skywalker saga for 50 fucking years.
Yep. I've
But
been
like
saying
when I
that for
got
a long time
introduced,
too.
to like Knights of the Old Republic and Revan and some of like the side shit, the side stories of
You know what I'm saying? All
old
the side, it's like some of the
old
side stuff.
Jedi temples, and like that shit is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Even the books, like the Heir to the Empire with Thrawn, that came out in like the 2000s, or like those books are fucking incredible. That's some great storytelling, and that's where you see that like Star Wars has some pretty good lore. So like, yeah, I don't know.
A lot of potential, and that's where it's like that's where it can get exciting when they start to dip into more of that stuff instead of just sticking to one story. That
Yeah, they
stuff can get
gotta.
stale after a while.
Yeah.
We saw that it's been around. They've been going with this story as long as we've even been alive. So it is
It's
kind
just
of like time
glorified fan
to wrap it
service at
up.
this point.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Like okay, like Ahsoka, yeah, she's got her due, but like we gotta move on. I'm still liking the show. I'm gonna tell you though, what's gonna throw it down the shitter for me, and I'm sitting on it again. I really don't want them to Kenobi this with Balin and his apprentice. Like
Oh,
just
so
let evil be evil. We don't have to have people flipping over from the light and the dark side every fucking chance they get.
but it's
We
this is what I used to be. I need to
I
make
don't
them redeemable.
we don't need that. We don't. Let evil be evil. They're the fucking Sith for a reason. Like just let them be bad. Like stop with the, because they're showing hints of it to where he'll like show flashes of regret across his face, or she'll start asking him questions about if he misses the Jedi and the light side, and
They already planting the seeds
they're
that he's
planting
gonna.
the seeds that either one, if not both, are gonna flip flop, and I don't
Facts.
fucking like it. I
Why?
don't like it.
Why
Gonna
don't you
happen.
like that? Why don't you like
Let
that?
evil be evil, dog. You're a fucking Sith. You're on the dark side for a reason.
Hey,
And they did
Disney.
it
I
with
agree.
Kenobi, and it was so bad.
They did it for who?
They did this shit in Kenobi with
Kenobi's
the
show.
fucking Inquisitor. Cut off
Yeah.
that lady's hand, hung a Jedi in the middle of the street, and then at the end of the show, she's like, "Am I a bad person?"
Am I a bad person?
Yeah, bitch, you are a terrible fucking
That's right.
person. Your lightsaber is red. Fucking be evil. All right, like it's the dark side. Like, come on, man. Like you either got to operate in the middle or you got to operate in the dark or the light. Like
What?
there's no
What?
you
There's
can't
what
just
they were.
flip flop.
This is what they're trying to do because, like you said, they're always trying to dip back into like the old well of things. They're trying to have their Darth Vader moment where he kind of like in the Return of the Jedi sort of thing, where he had his flip moment and saved his son and stopped Darth Sidious and do that.
But there's your key. There, you said the quiet part out loud. Saved his son.
Son, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They built the.
And let's be honest, when we go back to Darth Vader, when we go back to it all, what is the root of Vader going Vader? Love. It's not hate. It's actually love. It's
love
the
and
hate that drives him.
Yeah.
But it's he feels the hate, but it's love that drives him.
Yep.
Him trying to save Padme. That's his sole mission in life. And he's so pissed that the Jedi Order won't let him do it, and now they're dead, and now he's just going full fucking dark side, because that was his whole point of going to the dark side to begin with, because Palpatine told him, I can save your wife. We can bring people back from the dead. We can save people with the dark side, with powers from the dark side.
Yeah.
That was the whole reason. It wasn't because he was some sick fuck who wanted to murder people. He was a legitimately like pained individual. So then in that moment, when it comes full circle to him seeing somebody hurt his son, his whole family, the whole reason he became Vader to begin with, to hold his family together. And now the last piece of it is getting killed. Of course, he kind of goes back and saves his son. But that lady had no, I mean, like, sure, she was in the Jedi Temple when they murdered everybody, but that was her villain arc. Like, she's got no love left. Everybody she knew died. She's got nothing but hate, and that hate turned her into a Sith. Like, same with, like, you just, like, stop with the flip-flopping.
Yeah,
like,
it was not, it was no build-up.
Evil.
It wasn't earned. Some of this stuff, like you said, evil can just be evil. Everybody can not have to have a redemption arc. People can just be like Darth Maul. So you can be having evil villain that's evil.
Yeah, and like the Inquisitors are literally like they're born and bred to kill Sith. Like that's the whole point of their existence. Like the way that they're set up, they do them different in Kenobi, where they send out a whole fleet of them to go find Kenobi. But like in Rebels and in Clone Wars, not Clone Wars, but in Rebels, they're like single cell people. They're like one dies and the other one's like, hey, all right, get the next one. Like they're not having committee meetings. They're not doing that kind of shit. They're just like, hey, that dude failed, send the next one. That dude failed, send the next one. They're just like sitting around waiting. And I was just like, I don't know. I'm not for the Mickey Mouse. Like, just let evil be evil, dog.
Yeah,
let it be. Not everybody needs a redemption arc.
But that's what some of the criticism that they would like say for other franchises and everything. You only have one-dimensional villains, and what Disney and out of DC, I'm seeing Marvel and Star Wars, and what they think is, having the villain have depth is that eventually they can turn good some of the times, but that doesn't mean that the villain is single-minded or one-dimensional, is turning them good eventually, or they have to have some type of redemption at the end of it. Like you said, you can build layers onto why they became evil and just leave them at evil.
And Balin has good reason. He was part of the Jedi Order. He watched the Temple fall. He watched Order 66. He saw it all happen in front of him. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of good reason to maybe like be a little bit jaded, be a little bit scarred. Now you're angry, and you go to the dark side. Like that's just, and some people, and like that's the beautiful part, right? Like that's what makes a Jedi is a Jedi doesn't succumb to those things. He doesn't like that's what makes kind of Luke so great, is that Luke doesn't succumb to the dark side. He doesn't, So
and that's the thing.
You're kind of like ruining the whole feel of it.
Yeah, and that's why you can give villains a backstory and give that, and just like I said, just let them be evil, and not have to like, another eviler person who's just like now you see we have Thrawn here. Now he's like the epitome of evil, and now you can give the other people that you introduced early as your villains a little bit of leeway that they can turn on it, because we have a bigger fish to fry as far as the villain wise, which like you said,
Thrawn, so what's crazy too is that like with Thrawn's one of those guys that he's evil because of his circumstances. Like not necessarily like he's not like an inherently evil person, but he becomes like he's inherently smarter than everybody else. And he eventually like becomes jaded because of the way his planet's political system is set up. It's all based in families. And they basically are like, yo, he's like fucking shit up to the point where like we're gonna lose our entire species. We might because they all predicate on we don't attack first. Like his whole species is we don't attack first. We lay in wait. We don't go to war with people. Like, but if you attack us, we will fuck you up. And he kind of takes the opposite approach of that. And you see it throughout like the books. He maneuvers his way into getting the people to attack him or to look like he's being attacked so that he can kind of wipe out the enemy before. So his whole thing is like he kind of has like the AI aspect of it is that like, well, I'm gonna get you before you can get me or even think about eventually getting me. And so like he ends up becoming like the heir to the empire because he gets shunned by his people and falls into the hands of Palpatine. And Palpatine basically fucking grooms him to take over it with Vader.
Yeah.
And it's like now he's just evil for evil's sake. Like, and he's just smart as shit. And that's just his end goal. Like all he knows is just survive.
Yeah.
And now he wants the empire to survive. And it's like that's all he's thinking about. So it's like he's evil in the sense that like he'll do anything. And that's what I love about him is that he's evil in the sense that he'll do anything to get what he wants. But he truly believes in his cause, like of peace. Like he really thinks he's doing the right thing.
Yeah, like Thanos.
That's what makes him fucking terrifying. Yeah, he's like Thanos. Like he really thinks he's doing the right thing, and that's what makes him so fucking dangerous.
So you're rocking with Thrawn as a.
Oh, always. I was super excited when they were talking about bringing Thrawn. Like I said, I just had that one little goofy, gripe because I'm used to seeing, slim, trim Thrawn. Who is this guy?
He is very similar to Thanos, and not only like in story, but also in like what am I trying to say? His demeanor. Like it's like real laid back and calculated, and there's no too high, there's no too low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's never any panic.
Because
they're off-colored individuals.
Yeah, and been shot. What they do good too, as far as like what he's saying, the Thanos piece and getting the parallels on there, they don't see themselves as the villain necessarily at all. They think that they're doing the right thing. So that's what kind of makes them kind of like their evilness is because, dog, I'm doing what's best here. You're the one that's wrong. You are the idiots. I'm the smart one here. Listen to me. And if you don't, I'll make you listen. I'll show you why. That's the point. Yeah, and that's what's pretty much dangerous. You have a smart person that doesn't see whatever they're doing is wrong at all.
That's like it's like what did he say when Cap said to RDJ? He's like, "You're wrong, but you think you're right, and that's what makes you dangerous."
Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's what it is.
That's
that line. Yeah. And
yeah.
It's not what we got. What
specialist? Like I'm telling you, do you still have access to my Audible account?
I was actually just thinking about this the other day because
while you're on about dog, I have Thrawn's entire anthology in there.
Do you? I remember you talking about having some Star Wars. And
I have
Secret
the
Wars.
old school that's called Heir to the Empire, which shows how he comes up in the Empire with Palpatine and Vader. Yeah. And then I have Thrawn Ascendancy, which is 3 books, and it's how he came up from his.
Damn, you're really rocking with them.
Yeah, they're called the Myth, and it's like basically like that's where he comes from, and it shows how he rose through the ranks of their military to then like basically just become so powerful that like, this guy the fuck out.
Yeah. I'll double check. Cool. I'll have to. I'll double check. No,
I'll give you the login.
Because I was thinking about it the other day because I was watching like Secret Wars stuff. Yeah. And like reading some like other like old school or the newer version. And I was like, damn, I wonder if I still have that login. But then I slipped my mind because I was watching or listening rather. So
I should get that to both of you guys because those books are like.
Do you listen to audiobooks, Des? Are you a big audiobook guy? No.
Nah.
No. Actually, if I do
best.
I receive it. I'll still read it on like on the phone or like on the tablet and just use it that way, kind of like a Kindle-ish kind of way. I still consume stuff like that. But this is the thing about me, as far as actual like novels and stuff, not my thing. It's normally like graphic novels, comics, and stuff like that.
That's me too.
So that's why I still read them. Just also for
that's why I kind of like the audiobook because it's like it was nice. Like it was nice having them when I was working construction. And like we'd have like snow removal days or just cleanup days, and just just sit and listen to those. Like not sit, but just pop those
pop
in.
Them in
pop
and
them
kick
in.
it. Yeah, real time.
Just you know, it's nice. It's gonna be nice for the new job too, driving around, not doing shit.
That's literally what I do. I'm like, I just drive and I listen to podcasts. Like I consume podcasts or music.
Yeah,
obviously. But,
But
I'm trying to switch it up. I'll be thinking about doing Rosetta Stone or something, or Babbel. Try to learn a language.
I'm too old for that shit.
No, dude.
Man, you can still learn it.
Kidding.
You can still learn it.
I got Google Translate.
You got Google Translate?
I'm not going out the house, dog. You will never catch me outside of this country. So
that's crazy.
Okay.
Nah, see, I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go places. So I want.
You know me, dog. I like to stay in the house. I can't do it.
Man, eventually
the outside world scares me.
Man, but you can still learn, like, oh, this person over here is saying something. They don't think I can understand them, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Desmond wants to learn it so he can listen in on other people's conversations.
Those videos of people is shocking when they go to like Japan or something. They speak the fluent, like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Like oh. It's like aha.
See, that's the one that I want to start, but I heard it's one of the most difficult languages to learn. So
which one?
Japanese.
Oh yeah, it's super hard.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Start with French. I've heard French is super easy to learn.
Really?
French and Spanish.
Yeah, I was gonna say Spanish. Spanish seems like it would be more, you know.
Oui, PP.
Oui, PP.
Omelette
du fromage.
Yeah.
Omelette du
fromage. You know that one. You know.
Yeah.
Donnez-moi.
So we'll see. But I got to work that in with obviously my what's his name? Thrawn's rise
if you ever
to
get
ascendancy.
caught, you can be like, Pierre Garçon.
Oh my
Pierre
gosh.
Garçon. Yeah, Pierre Garçon.
Oh yeah, I got a story for y'all after the show. About
Pierre Garçon.
About Pierre Garçon. But what else is going on, man? You see, Target isn't going to sell DVDs and all that. Are you guys surprised by that? I really wasn't.
Target's not selling DVDs anymore.
They're going to stop. Yeah, they're going to start taking off their like hardware stuff. Yeah, like
but I like
to me it's streaming
hard copies. Okay, I do pause. I do like a good floppy disk.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yes, dog. What?
Floppy
Look
disk.
here. People are way too reliant on the fucking internet nowadays. Okay.
Wow. Oh God. Oh,
you are way too reliant on the internet.
Here he goes.
What happens when the shit hits the fan and you ain't got no internet? What happens
Here
when
he
your power goes out? You
Here
ain't got
he
no fucking
goes.
internet for like 3 fucking days, dog. What are you gonna do?
What even something.
What is that called? Hey, what is that person called? Yeah. Not conspiracy theorists, but they hold hands with this person.
Doomsday.
They hold DVD. They're not the same, but they hold hands.
Doomsday preppers.
That's my boy right there, man.
He's prepping the other side. Everybody worries about the food. He's got the entertainment.
I still have a DVD player. God. Don't worry about it.
I have a PlayStation. That's a DVD player.
Right, and you got to get the laptop with the DVD player in it as well, just in case the actual power goes out and you got no fucking power.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can at least suck it off the battery pause. You know what I mean? Like I got battery life. You know what I mean?
What you doing with your batteries?
You know. So
like floppy disk and sucking batteries off.
Yo, oof.
Yeah, hard copies. You know, it is what it is. Get over it, dog.
Man.
Okay.
And I brought this up too, like a while back about. No, see,
you lose all your shit, dog.
What am I gonna lose, man, that I can't get back over the internet?
Nope, and this is your thing, and this is why I brought this up before. This is the thing, and this is why I had the DVDs about how streaming services will even take down episodes that don't jive with any of
their agenda,
current, with any of this current agenda and the sensitive time right now.
Yeah,
like I told you. I got there's a reason why I have the DVD of The Simpsons, especially season 3 with the Michael Jackson episode. You ain't never going to get any of that unless you actually have the DVD.
On The Simpsons,
you can't stream. Yep, you can't stream that.
Certain episodes of Family Guy that you can't find anymore. Like you got to have them on DVD.
Oh,
you got to have it. Same thing with South Park and stuff like that. Some of the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Some of the episodes of that. Some of them got taken off of Hulu.
Yeah.
man.
So it's kind of like if you
wrong with
don't.
some DVDs.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong with some DVDs. I wish
So they come in
Brad
handy
was here for
now.
this conversation.
Your little
too.
hard,
That
your
man
little
has a
hard copy
whole-
honeys. I'll leave y'all
Yeah,
alone.
dude.
Yeah.
All three of us.
Mhm.
Brad, I wish Brad was here for this conversation. He got a whole 6-foot dresser, like with the big drawers, like you know, I'm talking like 6 foot by 5 foot, like
I
big
believe it.
fucking
Yeah,
dresser, bro. You think it's just a regular old dresser, but then he slides that thing out. It's 2 rows deep of DVDs, and then
he's got a fucking. He's got a
and
ladder
the
with the
bottom two are
wheels.
VHSs, dog. He's got VHSs back in that thing.
A ladder with the wheels on it. He's flying through it.
Yeah.
Got a whole actual library,
Like
dog.
Hogwarts library.
That boy's DVD collection is insane.
That's crazy.
You asked for it, he probably got it. He got Blockbuster at the house.
Hey, yeah,
It's wild,
it'll
dog.
come in
It's
handy.
fucking crazy.
Bro.
So
Yeah,
I am not on board with Target. For shame. For
Really?
shame. I'm
Well,
not on board with that.
I don't know when the
Nah,
last
nah,
time
nah.
you guys ever been to Target, but they started shrinking that stuff down already. As far
They
as
shrank it
actually, I was
way the fuck down.
Yeah, at some stores.
Something
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago. Like I was
Yeah.
like, what is this?
Yeah.
I was like, where's the where?
So
where?
yeah,
Why is it?
the rumor is that it will soon be gone.
There are so many fucking in that whole little like the little aisle right next to it that's like just a junk fucking pile. Every single store I've been to, it's always looks the same. It's just a fucking junk pile of like action figures. Like $50 action figures. I'm like,
Where?
what are we fucking doing? Right in the electronics section.
Yeah, like
every Target I've been to.
They have it
right
now.
across.
That cool
It's got,
wall,
like,
the nerd
Funkos.
wall.
Yeah,
the nerdy wall. Yeah, I love going
One
to the
where you
nerd
get
wall.
Yeah.
That one.
But that's like I feel like they're gonna cut all that shit out.
Also, speaking of that, I also got one of those from there too. A little.
Is that Freddy Krueger?
Cad Bane? No.
Oh, yeah. Almost. Blue Freddy Krueger kind of. Cad Bane.
Yeah, Blue Freddy
Clone
Krueger.
Wars.
Cad Bane.
Educate yourself.
But it also
Mandalorian,
came
Boba Fett.
the Marshall.
The
Timothy
Marshall.
Oliphant.
Yeah, where's Brad? That was his favorite character.
What is this from?
The Mandalorian.
This is from The Mandalorian. And see,
Yeah,
on top of that,
Donor.
you can throw like the hat on him now, and now he's freaking
Freddy Krueger.
Raylan Givens. He's Raylan
Indiana
Givens
Jones.
from Justified.
Dude,
It's Freddy Krueger.
that guy's in the Mandalore?
Yes.
Yeah,
He's the Marshall.
from Justified. Now he's the Justified guy.
Oh, I didn't watch the
Raylan
Mandalore.
Givens.
I didn't watch Mandalore. I watched the Mandalorian.
You did watch Mandalorian.
I did watch Mandalorian, but not Mandalore. Is that the same?
No, we're talking about the Mandalorian, you goofball.
Mandalorian, dog.
We're talking
Nobody
about
said
Mandalorian.
I'm thinking of Boba Fett. Wow.
He was in Boba Fett too, I'm pretty sure.
He was
I'm
in
out
both.
of there.
Yeah.
He's in both of them.
Yep. So I got
hate
it
Star-
over there.
I hate
These
Star
on
Wars.
discount.
Pew, 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 pew.
I don't remember none of them. Uh-oh.
You just
Bring that bitch back.
Yeah.
Star Wars is a magical universe. I've grown to appreciate Star Wars over the last like 10 years of my life. I was not a big Star Wars person until I met Brad. And then Brad was like, there's actually a lot of cool shit in Star Wars. I was like, no, there's not. Dude.
There is.
Whatever,
Fucking
nerd.
whack. And then
Get out of
like,
here, nerd.
But then like we started getting into it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. There is a lot of cool shit. in
It's
Star
actually
Wars,
dope.
dog. Yeah, like going back from like the books to the video games to the computer games. Fucking, and I'm like, oh, yeah, there's a lot of cool shit actually over here. I kind of like this universe. There's a lot going on over here. That's
I try, man. Like it's cool. Like
and then I get over here and climb on my fucking high horse and tell Disney to make a fucking Revan movie or whatever. Like I've been a Revan fan for fucking 20 years. Just met the guy like 4 or 5
my
years
boy Big
ago.
Mike was,
I know, right?
My dude Mike would be a good guy to have on. He loves Star Wars. Like loves it.
Love.
He's pretty deep in it too.
Wow.
Oh, but going back to the DVD things, you still got Best Buy. They still got a healthy DVD and Blu-ray collection. I should say we should stop saying DVD, Blu-ray collection. As far as you can still go in there and get a healthy amount. It definitely isn't big how it used to be in the early, like into the mid 2000s, but it's still bigger than what you would go to a Target or a Walmart or anything like that. So you can still get like your seasons of this show on there, and they also do streaming shows too. You can get those on Blu-ray too. So a lot of those shows, they're not barred to their actual streaming services, you can actually go into Best Buy and get some of those ones.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I went in there and saw. I was like, oh, some of these are like some of these like Netflix shows and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Man, speaking of a Netflix show
Hulu
that
shows.
just dropped, Survival of the Thickest with what's her
I'm
name?
sorry, what?
Survival of the Thickest with
why do humans exist? What are we doing?
No, this is a fantastic show, bro.
What are we
Fantastic show.
It's probably something about I bet you I've never seen it, but I'm just gonna guess what this is. It's about as far
Do you know
as
hold on, do you know the comedian hold on, do you know the comedian Michelle Boutenow?
Oh,
let me look it up. But go ahead.
Who?
Go ahead.
Michelle, but something. But no, but I think it's about a girl. Obviously, she's a little bit thicker, a bigger girl, overweight, and then it's just her navigating life and probably her career, but her weight gets in the way of some of this stuff, and you can see some of them people talk about her weight. The main focus is her weight and them making fun of it, but she's also a funny person and makes fun of it, but there's also serious moments where it's like, this actually hurts me sometimes.
You're not okay, so
and also and also the gay sidekick best friend is there.
He definitely watched this show. There's no fucking way.
Wow,
he just guessed this thing on the spot.
Yo, it's pretty close. He's off on a couple of things.
Shot, dude.
Her weight thing doesn't get in the way of anything like that. But you are absolutely right. A little bit thicker of a female navigating her way through life. As a 38-year-old woman and getting her career off the ground, which is also part of the gay or the LGBTQ plus community. Yeah, you're very wow. It's heavily influenced in the show.
You know why? There's 20 different shows with that same concept.
With the same concept? Okay, but the only thing hold on though. I'll stick up for the show. The only thing is Michelle Buteau is her name. She is she's a comedian and she's a fantastic writer. And Tony Bell is in it. Have you ever seen Disjointed on Netflix?
Yes, but
so the security guard.
Okay.
The security guard. Tony, that's his name, Tony Bell. He's in it as well. It's so good. He's not gay. And then it's a bunch of Fancy's in it. From the Jamie Foxx show.
Okay.
Oh, Garcelle.
Yes, Garcelle. Yes, man. It's good. Nicole Byer makes an appearance. It's good.
Okay.
Check it out.
You didn't convince me, but all right.
Bro, I'm not going to with all the things that I said, but I'm
telling
not
you, at all.
As you know me, and I don't have shit taste. I don't think.
But just listening to, I pretty much described the show to you. So if that's something that you want to,
but her weight thing isn't an issue. Her weight thing isn't an issue at all. If anything, it's more.
I don't care. I don't.
It's so
I
good.
Don't give a fuck. Even if it was a dude, I don't think.
I forgot you don't think women are funny. I forgot about that. That is true. Well established. It was well established on our show.
We're gonna get canceled, huh? Yeah, I said that out loud at the movie theater, didn't I?
I made a clip of that.
In front of a gang of people. Dude, I was like, yeah, they're not funny.
I made a clip of that, and I still want to post it on TikTok.
You should.
It's so funny.
You should.
I should.
Ooh, come on now.
It's so funny. It's not true, obviously.
Yeah. What are they?
He thought She-Hulk was hilarious. I remember him saying that.
What are they going to cancel?
Jake.
Him?
Yeah.
No.
I tried.
Him?
You said who's going to get canceled? Nobody.
You tried what?
I tried to stick up for you and say that you don't believe that thought, but
don't believe what thought?
That women are funny. Yeah.
You don't think women are funny? That's cool. That's all right.
You said that's cool.
You got your preference. You got your preference of comedy, and it's not. Women are not involved in it, or they're not a major part in it.
Well,
they're probably like a side character.
But it's just not.
Bridesmaids is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Fucking hilarious movie.
Yeah, dude.
I laughed the whole way through that movie.
God, dude, that movie is so funny. Yeah.
Watch Joyride, then. Watch Joyride. You'll like that one.
You said that, Desmond. I remember you talking about that on the podcast.
My
remember you saying
coworkers have
that.
been talking about it. They
What
watched it. They loved it.
What can I watch that on?
Right now, it's like in that stage where you still have to kind of rent it, and it's
Where you
not
gotta
on
rent it or
anything
buy it.
as
Word
of
up.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, rent it or buy it right now. It's
But-
nothing like streaming yet.
You know
But
what
it-
else is out? You know what else is out streaming right now that I watched a lot of? Actually, Ninja Turtles.
Wait,
Mayhem?
Yeah, Mutant Mayhem's on. It's on all the
Paramount
Paramount
Plus
Plus
now.
Plus on it.
Paramount Plus. Yeah, I watched
What a
them.
great
I watched.
soundtrack, first of all. First and
it is.
foremost, what an incredible soundtrack. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got a text from my buddy, and I wish I would have saved it. I didn't, but he like blasted that movie, and I was like, oh, what is your problem?
Wait, like as in it was terrible?
Oh, he sent me a text and he goes, Ninja Turtles was a solid 5 out of 10. And I said, solid 5 out of 10. He goes, it was trash. I was like, what? And he's like, the voice actors suck. April, this is pretty much what I remember from it. Is the voice actors sucked. He hated the teenagers. April O'Neil was fat and ugly. He thought that the shitty.
Oh my god!
He thought they should have used Shredder, and he hated Superfly. He hated all the extra. He said he didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I was like, dog.
Hey man, lock this individual up, dude.
What's your problem?
Hey, lock that boy up.
Oh, so he must not be a fan of Ninja Turtles. I should
Period. Then, yeah.
No, he's not. Like I don't think he is. He's
okay,
not like a fan of Ninja Turtles, and that's kind of what I broke down. I was like, dude, Superfly has been around. Like those mutants have been around.
Those mutants the other mutants around have been around, and if you watch the TV show from the 80s to the 80s, 90s TV cartoon, though a lot that's where they came from, and especially the toys. So like, all right, so it's like you saying that you don't like
Mondo Gecko, like like
all those guys have been around, so it's kind of like seeing them back, like on the screen in that different take. It was. And then he was like, if you're a fan.
The classic upset that April and it's like, no, wait.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah, Des, what's up, man? Where are you at with that now? Because I remember.
No. I was like, yeah, I'm still not a fan with her design. I liked her character in the movie, but I'm still not a fan of her design.
I guess it didn't bother me. I guess I think I guess I don't know. Like there was nothing that I was like, oh yeah, it sucks, or oh yeah, I love it. I was just kind of like, oh, they tried.
They tried to do something.
They took a deep 3. They tried. You got to shoot your shot. That's kind of how I feel. Is that like
I thought she was dope.
They're trying to take it in an entirely different direction from what it has been. They're trying to write their own story, and they're fucking fictional cartoon characters that don't really have like a like that. Yeah, they have comic books from back in the fucking day, but they don't have like the massive lore that like a Star Wars or a DC or Mark, like something that would have. It doesn't cut that deep. So you could kind of, but not like that. Not like, I mean, like people, I don't know how much of the general public knows about the black and white, super fucking dark Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books. I don't know how many people actually know about those. Where they were violent as fuck.
Well, the thing about it is,
was like a mob boss essentially, and they were taking fuck.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude. There's like the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were Ninja Turtles. Like it was, like they were all rap. They were all rap. Like if you took all of Raph's fantasies and just drew them on paper, that was what happened in those comics.
Yeah, they're a lot more a violent take on it, and also even like the one that came out not that long ago. I just kind of looked into it. I'm actually going to jump into it. The Last Ronin one, which they are going to make a video game out.
Dog, that story is so heartbreaking. I haven't brought myself to read it yet. I read not read it. I know what it's about, and I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, dog.
Wait, there's a movie, Last Ronin, or what were you talking about?
No, this is
a comic book run.
Yeah, it's a comic book run.
So basically, they all die, and I don't remember. Is it Is it Raph? Is it Raph?
It's
last
Michelangelo.
Mikey's the last one standing,
and
he watches all of his brothers die, and it's kind of his fault at the same time.
Oh no!
And so it's him living through it.
Yeah, and going through life. He still has all their weapons and everything, and
allegedly, I haven't read it far enough. I haven't read it yet, but allegedly, I saw that he tries to do seppuku with Leo's sword.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm like,
I told you, there's some darker stuff that's in there and everything. Yeah. So that's why
I was kind of like, this is like this. So I know that there is a deep cut lore of Ninja Turtles. I think that Ninja Turtles is, I think, a little bit more pliable, I guess, than some of the other bigger comic books, because a lot of kids know Ninja Turtles from the Michael Bay movies, and then the toys, the TMNT movie, the cartoon. A lot of people don't really know about that deep cut shit.
That part of that over there is over there. And that's more of the older crowd, that's been there from probably the 80s and the 90s, who saw the first movie and such like that. But the cartoon took off into the stratosphere. Yeah, the first one's more closer to the original one.
I just watched the third one. I just watched the third one where they could teleport back and forth.
Oh, with Yoshi!
That movie was so garbage, man.
Bro, I love them. I secretly love those movies.
I still love. Yeah, it was still good.
The first one is so good. The second one is so bad, and the third one is just hilariously
wacky. It's just wacky as hell.
I fucking love it. How the samurais come back. Okay.
You see, that's the thing about the third one. It's bad in the sense that it's not good. At least the second one is so bad you can still watch it. It's kind of good sort of thing.
Yeah,
kind of like that. But
I'm gonna be honest, the third one is kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I will sit down willingly and watch the third one.
Hilarious.
It's so bad. It's a guilty pleasure for me. Plus, I watched them all when I was growing up in my grandma's house, so they kind of hold that weight to it too, so I can teleport me back to that spot.
Yeah,
but I fucking love that third one. That third one was so goofy and off the wall,
dude. Yeah. I was like, "What am I watching?"
I remember the shit. Leo, they all had freckles. Did you notice that?
Yes, yeah, bro.
They had freckles. Where did that come from? You couldn't just
I would say this. I would say this.
Fucking weird in that movie,
bruh.
It threw us off when they first showed we knew a third Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie's coming out, and then they showed you saw the redesign of it. It's kind of huh?
It's they tried to get
weird
2000s with it.
And it kind of got weird, and then we're like, all right, we'll see how the movie goes. And then I just remember just seeing it, and I remember me and my friend were like, man, this is really not good. And we watched it again at home, when it came out on VHS. It's this is really not a good movie. We didn't like it as kids. We didn't like it, and we didn't like the design. I was like, wow, why do they have freckles and stuff? It's they got a new design.
And
weird.
And you can tell that it's almost there's parts where they're I feel like it's body paint more so than an actual suit, because there's times where they look really fucking skinny and weird, and the shells look too big.
Yeah, it just didn't look right. The toys didn't really hit off like that either.
Because that shit was so fucking goofy, dude. That was so fucking goofy.
We were but your friend is.
Yeah, your friend is crazy, dude. That movie was fire.
Yeah, Taylor. It was Taylor. I'll fucking name drop him.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
Taylor,
put a name on that.
Yeah,
bullet.
Yeah, no,
so
Taylor's
per
bugging
source said, yeah, it's Taylor. It's Taylor's punk ass. He said it.
But Loki 2. Loki 2 is gonna be dropping in 2 weeks, dude?
Remember when I told? Remember
2 weeks?
Yeah, October 5th. Or October 12th. Yeah, October 5th or October 12th. It's one of those.
Bro. Damn.
I thought they moved it up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they moved it up. They moved up Loki. They moved it to the 5th. So next week.
Yes, sir.
Next week, next Thursday. They moved it up. I remember recently, last week, they moved the release date up.
Really?
I'm watching them right now, dude. I'm on the 4th episode.
Man,
it still holds, man. It's great. That show is good.
I know.
That show is good. And I could only assume that this second one is going to be a fire. And I hope it explains Kang and all of the different versions of Kang in this one. I know it's going to be Victor Timely, and I know he's going to what do you think it's going to be, Des? Why are you shaking your head? What is he going to do?
They can't take the time with that. Why Jonathan Majors is not clear right now. I mean,
he's still not clear?
He's still not clear for a takeoff. You think he is?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see him stop that fight between those two?
Have a stupid his stage G.I. Joe moment. Kids, you don't need to be doing this.
You didn't see him come in there, dude? Play some 90s Chicago, Detroit Pistons defense,
God.
Dude. Bro, what are you talking about? He's throwing bows. Broke up that little fight, man.
You kids shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, it was so staged, but yeah, you have his little.
No. So he
after
niggas
school
clear
moment.
for takeoff. We just forgot about that.
Because more information came out, more videos and everything out. She was totally lying and everything like that. And every time that they had like a court date, she never showed up because he showed up to court. She didn't. She didn't show up at all. So that's why you never heard anything because her side of representation and her don't be showing up to court on the court dates. And
they need to hold that more accountable in the media though, and be like, you know what I mean?
But you know that's what
they're not going to.
That's what they do to
they're not going to.
But they should.
They're
almost
not.
ruined the man's career. I mean, even though he probably did some of the things, we don't know what the full extent is, but it takes two to fucking unless she's beating the shit out of him. But it takes two.
I don't know if you paid it. Yeah, I don't know if you.
It was over a phone.
They also showed her walking out of other spots and everything, saying like she never had any visible marks and stuff and everything else. So it's totally. They can toss it. Now he's clear for takeoff. Now, trust me. Yeah, all this stuff came out.
I hope both parties. Yeah.
I mean, either way, I don't think they're going to spend a lot of time
on what?
On Kang. Yeah, now go back to what you were asking.
Yeah,
while I was shaking my head. They're not going to spend. No, you're going to get a little bit of Victor Timely, but you're not going to get a lot of Kang like you expect.
What I meant to say was, well, Kang is all of them, but all of the representations of Kang.
But
you don't think so?
I don't think so. You're going to get a little bit of it, but not as much as where you're going to think where it's going to really establish him as still the threat of this whole entire multiverse kind of saga. I don't think you're going to get pieces of it, and I don't think people are jumping into this Loki season 2 thinking that at all, and they're not advertising it as that. You see like a quick that end credit scene. Barely. You see that end credit scene that we all seen before, Victor Timely before, and you ain't seeing nothing else talking.
But what
about
if they learn? What if they're learning their lesson? I mean, Marvel's always been pretty tight-lipped, I would say, on majority of their shows and the cameos and kind of the storyline of what's going to happen, right? With their trailers, they don't give out the whole movie. They don't give out the whole movie and whole show. No, not before the show drops. No, they don't.
But you get little rumblings about certain things about this.
Yeah, rumblings. But how much rumblings are you really going to hear if this one guy plays multiple guys? There's no need to hear.
You know what? I would say this. I hope that you're right, that they're keeping things tight-lipped, and when we get surprised, because we haven't been surprised, or at least I haven't been surprised, at least going into the movies where certain things, because they shoot all their loads on 2 or 3 trailers getting close to the movie release date, and then movies, see certain things, and
I'll give you that. Okay, I'll give you movies. I'll give you movies. But like shows, I feel like I don't know,
shows. You won't know
they don't really
give
too much, right?
No, you're right. Yeah, they don't with the shows. They don't
and again, I don't think it's necessary. Again, when I say Kang, I mean that loosely because at the end of the day, he is all of them. He was a
I
version
know
of
what you
them.
mean.
Mhm.
But you know what I'm saying? Like all the different, like maybe he gives more explanation behind, you know, how the three of those things start, like the three major ones started, like the Scar. What is it? The Red Scarlet or whatever? No,
Oh,
that's
you mean
wrong.
the Council of Kings?
Yeah, the council. Like I want to see if
Council
he'll
of
give us
Kings?
some like little droppings, little gems of that. Maybe that'd be fun.
I wouldn't be mad at that, or even.
I just hope it's not some big ass like
yeah.
what am I trying to say? Inception. Like he's like bringing them back and forth from different time. Like I don't know. Because what does he do?
Time hopping a lot.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Because what is his like
Time
thing?
hopping.
What is Victor Timely? He's all about. He's the creator of time, or what was he? So
What do you mean? What? The creator of time?
Oh, yeah,
Victor
like
Timely.
what is Victor Timely? Like what is his MO again? I guess I don't have my dictionary with me, but I remember reading briefly.
You don't have your fucking dictionary with you?
It's not on me, dude. It's not on me. It's in my encyclopedia,
doing?
rather. Encyclopedia. Sorry.
No, he's according to Google, he's a brilliant inventor.
Okay.
Inventor and industrialist who found the town Timely, Wisconsin.
Oh.
He's a divergent version of the traveler Nathaniel Richards.
Okay.
Blah blah blah.
What if we get Nathaniel?
We won't, because they're all Nathaniel Richards, dog.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think we will. I don't think we will.
But you get what I'm saying, though. Like, that's what I meant to say. Like, Kang the Conqueror isn't everybody. It's Nathaniel Richards who becomes. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
about. I know what you're fucking saying, but
those get so difficult for me, man. Oh my gosh. Like
the endless time loops, the time paradoxes and shit.
Yeah, it can get confusing. But hopefully we get something, or something about the Council of Kings. You know what? I hope they do something about that, because I think a lot of people's knowledge of knowing of that end credit scene at the end of Quantumania, kind of setting up stuff in the future. I think that kind of like left a lot of the general public's mind, in a sense,
and it brings down the excitement.
Yeah, you need to bring that back, because that's kind of like you're letting people know at the end of Quantumania that this is what you really have to deal with at the end of the day, and this is what's really what the Kang Dynasty and what this whole thing is kind of coming down to, as the big evil threat is actually all those guys right there.
Yeah,
and all those guys.
That's always been one of my arguments too. Is like when people like ignorance can resort into like hate, or dislike or displeasure, and I feel like a lot of it is because like we don't know all of the little ins and outs of like what they're trying to put in there, like the little Easter eggs and shit like that, or like if you don't understand a certain plot line, then like that could lead to be like, oh, that movie was garbage or that show is trash. And I think there's more to it than what's really just what you're seeing, because it is. I mean, and that's just more so for me, because there's a lot of stuff that I'll go back and watch Eric Voss. Shout out Eric Voss and his channel. And I'll go back and be like, wow, I didn't know that. But that makes the show so much doper for me. I'm like, oh, damn, like that's sick as fuck. And it makes me want to go, So I like stuff like that. I hope they dive deep into this one. I think it's going to be good, just based on what they were able to do with the first one. I mean,
I think
like nobody asked for it, nobody needed it, and it ended up being an absolute banger. So I think this one will be sick.
Right, doing time shenanigans and stuff. And I guess also kind of really establishing, I think they did bring it up, but I think I have to like look that up again too. Like, where does this Loki season 2 and everything kind of fall in the actual MCU timeline?
Yeah, good question. Because we're bouncing. It seems like we're still on Earth. What is it?
I think we're still on Earth 616, if I'm remembering it correctly.
Yeah. See, it's so hard to keep up. It's so hard because we've been so many places. Like, geez, man. And there's not a lot. There's no confirmation of what's going on. And that kind of leads to like, what the fuck are y'all doing? But
we don't know. But see,
you just gotta have that blind faith.
I tried, yeah, see, and I tried to tell you about this, and all you kept on telling me was their story building.
They are. I mean, but that two
They
things can
still
be true
are.
though. Their story building. Two things can be true, man. It's like, but
They still are a
because
little
we're
bit.
anxious fans and because we like to know and we want to be in the know, and because like what we do, like we do this podcast, and I guess I don't know. For me, I want to know what the fuck I'm talking about, but or you know,
Well,
it's just
we
fun
can
to
know
guess
what the
too.
fuck we can know what the fuck we're talking about, but like, yeah, I mean, like at the same time, like where is it going? Like you gotta have at some point. At some point, I gotta see like how like the casserole as it's going in the oven. You know what I mean? Like at some point,
You want to
can't
make
just
sure all the
keep
ingredients
adding,
are right.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't just keep adding fucking ingredients to it, and every time I come look at it, I'm wondering what the fuck
Jake
I'm
want to
looking
be
at.
Kevin. Yo, Jake want to be
Like,
Kevin Feige and James Gunn so bad,
like
dude.
eventually,
Yeah,
like
you
I need to know what the
do.
fuck I need to know what the fuck I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I can't
He
just
wish
if I
Jake
keep coming
wishes
in
he
the
was.
kitchen, you know what I mean? Like if I come in the kitchen and you got noodles out, you know what I mean? And then I
Yeah,
come back 20 minutes later and you got fucking pizza dough out. And I come
yeah.
back 20 minutes later and you got the chocolate chips and fucking cookie dough out. And I'm like, all right, what exactly are you making? Like, what are we? I understand that we got phases and shit and we're
So
having
dumb.
dessert and appetizers and all them things. But like eventually I gotta see what the fuck you're putting together. Cause like I gotta at least see part of it and go, oh, okay. All right, we're having spaghetti. And then maybe for dessert, we might be having some like chocolate chip peanut butter
So
cookies.
ridiculous.
But I gotta see,
Nope.
I gotta see something first. I gotta see
You
that you're
will.
actually making a fucking casserole and not just throwing shit in a fucking dish and telling me that like it's a casserole. I gotta see part of the shit. Like, come on now. You feel
The
me?
thing about it is that we are getting the casserole, but the casserole just is not hitting like it should. Like, oh, I thought this was going to taste a little bit better,
Just a little
but
bit more seasoning needs to be
yeah, a
added.
little bit more season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
a
little
little
bit
bit more
more
seasoning.
seasoning.
Y'all
Little
are
bit like,
dumb, man. Let
Add
them
just a little
cook.
bit in
you
here.
come
Let
no.
them cook, man.
At this point,
Missing
you're
that
Russell
ingredient.
Wilson in the cooking department. All right. I'm
Yeah,
no longer all right. I tried to let you cook, and then you got beat down by 50, and I'm no longer gonna let you cook. All right.
yeah, pretty
You
bad.
need to fucking relax. You need to go
You're
back to the
so
drawing
ridiculous.
Go
board.
back to the basics. Yeah, go back to the
You need
basics,
to go
buddy.
back to the basics.
Boil.
Go back
Make
to the
sure you
basics.
know how to boil water
What
first.
that winning formula that you had starting
Mhm.
out with fucking season one, or not season one, but phase one.
Yeah.
That winning formula, you need to go back to that.
That's kind
And
of
not
that's like a lightning in a bottle sort of thing. How that kind of took off.
no, but
And
I'm saying like follow that same like formula. I'm not saying like lightning in the like, but you need to like you can't just keep
The movie's
throwing shit at the
you
wall and
can't.
seeing what sticks. Is
You
my
can't you can't do the same as far as talking about as far as establishing things as oh this character gets their own solo thing, this character, and then now culminate together to an Avengers movie and doing that. You can't do that over again. You have to kind of up the ante because
the
you
shows
can't
is up
replicate
in the
that
ante.
with yeah, you can't replicate that again because people are going to or they still are expecting, that again, but if you try to rehash the same thing over and over again, you want to give some people fresh, give something new, some different like the shows. We want to try a comedy show. We want to try this type of thing.
The Christmas
I'm not
special.
mad Christmas specials and stuff. You want to try
special
something a
cool.
little bit different because what people are going to say is like you're just, plugging and playing. You're just throwing all this microwave stuff and doing this all over again, which you can see that they do with some of this stuff, but it's just not working as well.
Yeah.
But I like where they try to do something new. That's why me and Ant like She-Hulk. You're giving me something new. You're not doing the basic origin story of what you did for Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. Oh, this person is going against this somewhat adversity / villain. They come out at the other side a better person. Oh, sort of thing. The basic kind of origin story sort of thing. When they try to do something new with it, we want to make a sort of a comedy show, but we're also throwing somebody's origin in there. There's nothing wrong with that. Give me something different. I'm completely fine with that because I like trying different meals.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on giving me the same thing the whole entire week, the whole entire month, and the whole entire year. I'm gonna get upset after a while. It's like
Yeah.
you can't do nothing else. You want to go? Come on, we can do some Hello Fresh. We can do some
Yeah,
fresh
right.
meals a little bit.
But that seems to be Marvel's fucking thing though. Recently, is that like they seem to start out good and then everything falls on its fucking face. Like you spill the casserole at the end.
I'm thinking the writer's strike started because of the ending of Secret Invasion. I'm starting to believe that there's a strong correlation. Like they literally did the picket sign that like they were talking. They're like, "Hey guys, listen."
I think what happened
this is
too,
not it.
Because that ending was terrible.
But if one of the writers said even before like the whole writer strike thing that they weren't getting paid adequately during this time. So it's like you think they probably like shoehorn certain things.
Yeah, they're like,
I don't see any dates available.
It freaking started. Jake, we can still hear you, bro. Just so you know. But it freaking started.
You can still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
But
my bad.
No, you're good. But
doing business.
The fucking this man said doing business. Literally, the writer's strike started like at lunch on the very like they got back from lunch on the last episode, writing the last episode of Secret Invasion. They had to.
They looked at their accounts and were like, "Oh, we still ain't got paid for the past
that direct positive
month or so." All right, let's shoehorn this. Let's shoehorn all this in. We done. All right. Hey, yo.
It was.
What is
wrap it up,
man.
Wrap it up. We're good, man.
Don't worry about it. The ending's fine.
It fell on his face, dog. Like,
what do we even do with Gaia now? The strongest being in the
universe.
I'm saying.
Like, what do we even what do we do now?
Is she
why
just running around?
Why are we continuing with this? Who's gonna stop that? That is OP. Like that is the definition of OP.
At the in our Secret Invasion, in our Secret Invasion wrap up, I remember we talked about this, and what I put out there was that they're going to depower her, and it's going to be her giving up a lot of that power.
Okay.
Some odd way they're going to this is too much power. I don't want this anymore. I don't want it here.
Spot on impression.
Yeah, and then she's going, I don't want it, and then give it away. So she's gonna have some power, but she's not gonna be obviously the strongest person literally in the MCU at the current moment. That's not gonna. They can't. And then she's gonna come in, a little bit and like, do a little
Gaia. What powers?
Groot arm. Do a little Groot arm and
Gaia. What?
I'm so sick of it. I'm still sick of it. Why did her jacket morph too? Like how? Why? Like what are we?
You don't know scroll technology.
Yeah, stop dude. Get out of here, dog.
Bro, that was a leather jacket from H&M. If you don't get the fuck out of here.
Dude, you don't know that, dog. Okay?
I do know that. Okay?
No, dude.
All right, fine. Macy's. Pick your poison, but either way, she bought that shit in a fucking department store. There's no way it morphs with
that pleather jacket.
Arm,
yeah.
Wow. Nah, man.
Oh my god. It was pretty.
I'm wondering if because we have the Marvels.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I'm saying that what I'm getting ready to say is because she stopped the other Super Skrull with Captain Marvel's photon blast or whatever. So do you think she'll meet up with Captain Marvel in the future or something?
Wait, woo. Breaking news, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Breaking news. The breaking news, the writer's strike is going to end at 12:01.
Oh, there was rumblings about that.
Tomorrow. So it ends tomorrow.
All right.
So now we can promote our movies.
Yay!
Yeah. We get interviews again.
Congrats, man. I hope they get everything that they asked for.
And I hope that football to hit peak season.
Yep, and I hope they bring back those release dates for some of those movies. Bring those back up, like psych. Here we go. Bring them back up here now.
Yeah, for real.
They lost a lot of time though. They lost a lot of time in the lab on some of those VFX. thing. So unless it's like quick touch-up things, you
Oh yeah,
they lost a lot of time. They
oh
lost
yeah,
a lot of hours in that set.
They're not going to be able to sleep for the next 2 months. They're going to be shackled up somewhere in Marvel's headquarters and DC's headquarters,
whipped, chained, everything.
At metal chairs, metal tables.
Don't do it.
Yep. With some mush, but
Mickey Mousing the fuck out of that thing
with the dirty evil Mickey.
Oh no.
It's gonna happen.
Is real big, dog.
But no, congrats to you guys. That's awesome.
Hey, shout out to the writers.
And
congratulations.
And get ready for a loaded ass
work schedule.
2024. Now, as far as movies, they're going to move some of that stuff back up, and that top half of the year is going to be nuts. They're going to cramp a lot. Craven's coming back. All this other stuff.
We should just batten down for fucking, because probably between March and July to August, maybe I would say August at the latest, 2024. Desmond's right. We might be eating, dog. Like we might be fucking. We might be eating.
We gonna be looking like Thrawn.
Y'all are stupid, man.
I already do, but you know what I'm saying? It might get worse. I might get
full circle. That's full circle. Do you guys have anything else to say?
I have anything else to say other than the breaking news.
Oh yeah, no, I had to stop about that. So that's good.
Not Batman, sorry. Batgirl directors and shut the fuck up and let it go.
Yep, they need all the Aquaman stuff that's coming out too.
Just so talk about let's watch the movie. Oh yeah, Aquaman. Are you excited for Aquaman?
We haven't talked about that. It's been a while since we didn't even talk about the trailer. It released.
Oh yeah.
It did release.
We
didn't talk about it. And we watched Amber Heard die in the trailer.
Really?
It looked like it. She was like banging on some glass.
Good sir. She definitely died right in that sequence because she's like pounding the fuck out the glass and then like screaming for her life. Like she did. And right at the time too, Homeboy's doing like a voiceover.
It's like snapping you'll miss it sort of thing. You can't.
Oh, you can't look at Mr. Zesty anymore. Yeah, Jason Momoa was catching some heat for being a little fruité in the bootay in his.
You call him Mr. Zesty?
He was good.
Yeah, he was accused of being a little zesty.
And Vin Diesel going to say that's the reason why that movie failed. No, it's you lifting up a whole car with your one hand and doing ridiculous superhuman stuff.
Dog. That movie. Is that the one where he stomps on the pavement and it cracks it? Or is that in one prior? I saw like a video.
That's one prior. No, this one
that's
because
hilarious. He goes like full like Dragon Ball Z and just like stomps on the fucking pavement and the pavement like splits for like 20 feet and then like crumbles underneath. I'm like, yo, there's no shot.
Why is Vin Diesel slowly turning into Ben Grimm?
Why? Man, he's slowly turning into Gaia with all these powers he has. He's looking at Gaia, stomping the ground. Like, where's he getting all these powers from?
Bro, I can't handle it. I saw a whole Twitter thread where somebody was like, tell me when you gave up on the Fast and the Furious, and it was clips. It was a whole Twitter thread of clips of like ridiculous stunt scenes that were in the movies, and I was like, yo, there's no fucking way he can keep getting away with it. I felt like Jesse in Breaking Bad. Like, he can't keep getting away with it. They can't do it. But it makes money. It's $1 billion. It's $1 billion franchise. So like, it makes money. So like, they're gonna keep making them.
Yep, this one didn't make as much as like the previous ones, and he's starting. Vin Diesel's pointing the finger like it was you, fruity Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he was a little just like fruity in the booty.
But take that from the unrealistic him throwing down Gina, like throwing his son through one car to another and all that stuff. It's like
I tried, Black.
Yeah,
little nasty ass dog.
That was the one. That was the other one I saw. Yeah, he like his son like jumps across across the road.
Yeah, across the road. Yeah,
and doing like 80 miles an hour, and Vin Diesel just like grabs him and like. It's like, meanwhile, Vin Diesel's in the driver's side. He somehow manages to keep his car going 120 miles an hour while he's leaning out this way and holding on to his son who just jumped out another car doing 120 miles an hour. Meanwhile, he's driving. It makes no fucking sense.
That nigga,
I don't think Vin Diesel has never heard of like centrifugal force.
He remembered he was Groot, bro. He's fucking Flora Specti or whatever. Fucking
not in that movie.
Colossal Flora or whatever.
Him and Gaia need to have a show, like a showdown. Who's stronger? Who's got more things going on?
Like, bro, he's entering Super Saiyan territory, man. Like,
yes, he is.
Becoming Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, he's like too OP in these movies. It's like, all right, come on. I was like, it was on like the TV when I was in Rochester, and I'm like seeing him. Like it was towards the end where, like I told you, he was lifting up the car with one hand while shooting a gun.
No,
dog. Like I've seen
it's
clips
like
on Twitter.
I can just imagine
people talking about how sick and tired they are of Vin Diesel and his shit.
I could imagine him like kicking in the writer's door, doing a line of coke off the table, and going, "This is what I've been thinking.
this is what we're gonna do, brother."
Family.
Toss my son across the highway. I'm going to catch him going 150 miles.
But Vin, what about the physics of it all?
I don't care.
Right. Family over physics.
Family over physics.
Yeah, family over physics.
Hell no, man.
Ooh, somebody get Ooh in here to make a t-shirt. He needs
family over physics, man.
Oh my goodness! Oh, if you make that the title of the pod, "Family Over Physics."
I might have to, man. Like that is crazy. You make that a t-shirt. Family over physics. It's true though.
That's just a line, Vin Diesel.
There you go. Yep. That should be, that'd be one of our merch shirts. Family over physics.
With 2 F's.
Yeah.
Spell physics with an F.
Yeah, spell physics with an F. Yeah.
You know his goof ass can't spell. You know damn well he can't spell.
Yep. Family over physics. Oh man.
Fucking A.
But just but I would say I am. He will be stopped. These movies,
he'll be put down.
Because people are trying to. He's trying to say that these movies are. He's trying to do the last part. This can be a 2-parter, and people are like, after that last.
All right, pal.
They're stopped. Yeah, people back. Hey, say this like 5 years ago. People would be like, yeah, but now people are like, a 2-parter for the last movie. Stop it. Next minute he's gonna, I told you, he's gonna be Superman powers flying into space and
bro.
All that's missing is him getting a jetpack. They're gonna give him a jetpack in this last one.
Dude.
He's going to get a jetpack.
If he comes out like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I'm fucking writing a letter to the front office.
He's gonna like jump out of a helicopter with some like fucking jetpack and like snatch somebody out of midair and save their life.
Nah.
And then
this nigga's working with video game developers.
And then Letty is gonna fucking drive her big muscly ass in that fucking muscle car off of a cliff, and as it's fucking flying through the air, he's gonna with that jetpack eject off the jetpack and duck and cut and like fucking like Dukes of Hazzard slide across of it. All the while, this Charger is just fucking going across,
floating into space.
It's just floating, right? And he's gonna fucking with his kid and maybe like a baby or something or a dog.
Oh damn, he's rescuing
fucking Dukes of Hazzard across it. Like he's gonna eject. He's just gonna fucking slide across it. He's gonna grab it, sling both of them into the window. They're somehow gonna survive that. He's gonna somehow fucking climb in, and then he's gonna hit a button and they're gonna fucking right off into space, dog.
You know what? I think before
he
and then Tyrese pops out the trunk.
Buy some fucking Purgles, buy some fucking space whales, and just fuck out of here.
Out of here.
There's your Vin Diesel line of coke right there. That was your Vin Diesel on cocaine impression right there.
Yeah, facts.
That's what we're gonna do.
All the kids, get the baby, the kids, the dog, everybody. Even Paul Walker, get him in there. I'm throwing him in there too.
Looking at everybody. Why aren't y'all typing? Why are y'all not typing this up?
I don't see any typing.
I don't see fingers. I don't see any fingers moving. I don't get it.
I hear my teeth chatter, but no typing.
The tongue.
I hear my teeth chattering. Oh fuck, man!
Look here. I got all these muscles.
Shit.
And the tongue is the strongest muscle in the body. It don't need exercise. I'm not talking for no reason.
Oh
Let's go. Get to writing.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, man! Damn, Bagheera just spilled my water all over the place.
Did Bagheera just spill your water?
Get your demon child.
But I would say this, but someone with actual real superpowers though, Aquaman, I think it's gonna be a fun movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Possibly.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Good is a strong word. I'm gonna say fun.
It's not gonna do box office. It won't do the crazy box office numbers because of
but
they lost faith.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing though, and I don't know if I said this in the group chat or not, but I have a sneaky feeling that this movie, while it's not saying much by doing the best throughout the DC tenure, I think it's gonna land in like the top 3 or 4 as far as like best performing box office movies, simply because like we watched the shit with The Flash, right? And how hard they had to try to push that movie. And everybody was like, I'm done with the Ezra shit. I'm done with this movie. I'm done with that. Like, I'm done with DC.
Yeah.
Now this Aquaman movie is coming out, and all I've been seeing in the comment section is how excited people actually are for this movie.
Really?
And how like they actually think it looks like a fun movie, and how like I'm like, wait a minute. So this strictly had, I think the whole Flash thing strictly had a lot to do with Ezra. And not necessarily, and like, I mean, obviously word of mouth got out too about like the CGI and just it wasn't that great of a movie to begin with. But the initial box office bomb, I'm starting not to think that it was necessarily a fans not wanting to go see it because they're tired of DC's bullshit, but because they were tired of Ezra. Because people say, "Oh, really?" For this movie, because
I'm different. I think we're indifferent. We're indifferent on that.
You know what?
I don't think people really cared about Ezra like that.
They didn't. I would say they didn't care about him, but guess what? Who's more of a fan favorite person?
Right, Momoa. Well, clearly,
Momoa.
Very true.
But
very
also
true.
too, like there was a lot of shit. Like when I go in, like read the comments, like, and I see a lot of talk about Ezra, and people be like, "So we're not going to talk about what Ezra did. You guys are just going to not talk about what Ezra did," which obviously they weren't. But like I saw shit in the comment section, like across the internet, about like people not going to see this movie because of Ezra.
Yeah,
like I think there was a good amount. Like I think it gives more weight than I originally gave it to.
Okay, yeah, because it's definitely a factor.
The Ezra thing was a back burner thing. I thought that was a bottom 30% of why people weren't going to see the Flash. I really thought it was because we're ushering a new era. Everybody already knows we're doing a whole new era of DC. People are just tired of the old DC universe right now, so they just weren't going to go fucking see this movie. I thought that was the majority.
Yeah.
But now after watching the reaction to Aquaman, I feel like it's actually the opposite. And maybe it is just because Jason Momoa was a fan favorite and Aquaman did perform at the box office.
People like Momoa. You can say whatever you want with the whole him being Mr. Fruity Man and people still love him. That he's a guy that the fans can get behind and they still like him, and that is gonna be.
I mean, I didn't see Fast 10, so I got no problem with him. I didn't see it, so we're good. We're good on that.
Yeah, you're not missing anything. So just
I haven't watched one since I think 6 actually.
But I haven't seen them. Good for you. But I'll say this. But like we went back to the whole going back to the whole Amber Heard thing.
So stupid.
Yeah.
You know, like when they like going back, because she's definitely going to have limited screen time, and the whole DC is just DCing and saying like this was intended from the beginning, saying that this was.
Shut up, James Wan.
I know, yeah, no, it's saying like, oh, it's supposed to be, you know, Arthur in Arms sort of, you know, movie, and not supposed to be, you know, Amber Heard's not was going to be in the first place. Like, no, shut up. We already know about the reshoots, how people didn't like the test screenings and all this other stuff. These are
She really came out. She really came out looking that bad after that Johnny Depp trial. Really?
Are you asking that? Are you asking that as a question? Or are you asking that as like,
are we really that upset that she was shitting on bands and shit?
Yes. Are you?
We're mad about it. Why?
Are you kidding me right now? Okay, first of all, let me.
It just wasn't that either.
I mean, she was probably beating the shit out of him and shit.
It wasn't.
She said it. She said it. They caught her on video. I mean, on tape.
She beat the fuck out of him. She was cheating on him. She was doing nasty things with nasty people in his bed.
Oh,
taking shits on his pillows.
Oh,
First of all, because let's be perfectly honest here.
Oh,
she did get dragged through the mud.
She was a demon, huh?
And she did. We dragged her through the mud. She deserved.
But see,
rightfully deserved.
Let's be perfectly honest though.
Right. Let me cut you though. Hold on.
Before all this shit came out.
Hold on. Let me cut you though. Johnny at the same time was equally getting the same shit. It felt like, right?
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
Because on the flip side, before all this shit started coming out, like what happened in the trial, that was basically viewed as an abusive, alcoholic, drug-ridden asshole, and he lost a lot of fucking money in some movie deals out of that shit. And it's like, so we're just gonna so it's like, no, we're not just gonna gloss over that and be like, just because it's more so not necessarily like a it is a culmination of things like that she did that it was just that's just fucking ridiculous. What grown ass person shits in your partner's bed? Like how fucking low you got to be to do that?
I thought it was cool actually. I thought it was funny.
On purpose.
Yeah. You thought you wouldn't think it was funny. You're despicable.
Because it's like,
because I know you wouldn't find it funny if your old lady shit on your pillow.
I would be shocked more than anything. I wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like, who's like, what the fuck, man? I'd be like, okay.
Here's the thing. Imagine you have videos of her making out with people in your house, doing that, like having threesomes on your bed.
Right. Yeah. Those things I'd be like,
but then she not only has the audacity to take a shit on your fucking
she looks at the camera and flicks it off while she's doing it.
But then she has the audacity to try to come out in public and take a shit on your personals, as a person.
Yeah. Okay. Now that you're saying it like that, I can.
You know what I mean?
You ain't shit on my pillows, bitch.
Yeah, but like, go fuck yourself. Like, what are you talking about? You took a shit on my pillow and then had the audacity to go out in public and tell people that I was abused.
Hold on,
right?
How did that even?
Wait a minute.
How did it even come out? Was he like just sitting like there on trial, like, and she shit on my pillows?
Basically.
Like what? No way. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch the trial thing on Netflix.
And then the thing too that was kind of slipped under the rug was the fact that she said that no one's gonna believe that, a little girl like me and beat up somebody like you, a man like you. No one's gonna believe you.
Wow.
So that's like, so she knows she was getting away with hitting him and beating him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was caught on tape. She was like,
"Let me watch the trial and I'll report back."
And we're just gonna act like that none of that shit happened. And we're gonna be mad. You're gonna take her out the movie. Yes, we're going. Not only we're gonna take her out of the movie, we're going to fucking kill you.
You gotta go.
Is dead, gone.
This is what James Wan said. Yeah, this is what James Wan said. I've always pitched this to everyone from the get-go. The first Aquaman was Arthur and Mare's journey. The second movie was always going to be Arthur in Arms. So the first was a romance action adventure movie. The second one is a bromance action adventure movie. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Okay.
That's coach speak. That's coach speak. That's when Robert Sala's been getting up here all week talking about Zach Wilson, but we have our guy.
We have our guy.
We're not even gonna comment on the pillow pooper. Not a chance.
No more. We got our guy. No more pillow pooper talk.
No more pillow pooping talk.
Before we even discuss it, we got our guy. All right, he's here. We got him. Don't worry about it. This was always these two. All right, it was always going to be this tandem. This was always Kelsey and Mahomes. All right, this was never Kelsey and Swift. All right,
That's
get
funny.
the fuck over it. All right, we're moving on.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's funny.
That's it. But it's like, dog. All right, shut up. You're just blowing smoke up everybody's ass, just pissing on us and thinking that and telling us that it's raining. You're lying to us, James Wan. We know the truth. We know the test screenings. You have to go in, do reshoots. That's why this movie got pushed back so many freaking times, and it's kind of been just I'm gonna sue if this movie gets pushed back again, sort of thing. He's saying all that stuff. It's like, don't. We know what you said. We know what's going on. But hopefully,
you got Saw, you got The Nun, you still got your whole little Conjuring franchise. You ain't missing no bread. Chill out, dog.
Yeah, jeez. Oh, yeah. You said you saw the Nun, didn't you?
Whack. Okay, look here. We are entering. Yeah, I'm aware. We're gonna put them on blast again here because we are entering Indiana fucking Jones territory here. Okay, listen.
Beat his face in.
I love a good ghost story. All right, I'm kind of a sick fuck. I like these ghost stories. I like getting scared a little bit. I like a little heart palpitation. You know what I mean? Like I like it a little bit. I like these ghost stories. The Conjuring universe has done a very good job of building a fantastic might be a strong word, but just short of like a fantastic cinematic horror universe, like to where they don't get too goofy and all of their stories tie back somehow to the Warrens. So we now get to the Nun 2, right? Which the first Nun ties perfectly into the Conjuring because it's I do like the rush of terror. I do. It's true. Kind of fucked up like that.
I do too. You're talking horror movie fans.
Woo! We love it.
Horror movie fans. You love it.
So they do a pretty good job. Now, the first Nun, you have just a demon. It's a regular ass demon, and it's just possessing people. And so they send a priest and a nun to go investigate the fucking demonic happenings that are happening. They bring this dude Frenchie with them because he has to bring them to the Vatican, or not to the Vatican, but to the fucking church, to where all the demonic shit's going on. And basically, at the end of the day, they use, which I thought was a little corny, but I was like, okay, I can buy it. They use the blood of Christ to like expel the demon, right? But the demon goes in Frenchie, and then he leaves the countryside. Now fast forward to the second Nun. And it's basically the concept makes sense, but it is in its essence a money grab. So basically, they were like, okay, we showed at the end of the first Nun that Frenchie got possessed at the end. Like they didn't actually get rid of said demon; it just transferred and possessed into this dude, and now he's just roaming the countryside. And so it's like, okay, well, we have that baseline established. So now he's just roaming the countryside, and all this weird demonic shit keeps happening everywhere he goes. Priests are getting burned alive. People are dying in horrific ways again, just like in the first Nun. They see the nun, they die in a horrific way. It's like the ring. Right? So fast forward, they go and find the nun again, who expelled him the first time. They're like, we need you to do it again. She brings Storm Reed with her, which makes no sense. Like, they have y'all remember that? Y'all know the actor Storm Reed, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
She was the quickest one that I can remember. She's what's his name's daughter in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Idris Elba's daughter in the Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That girl. So she goes with her for some reason. She's just there in the background.
Euphoria too.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh wow,
I didn't watch that one. But
she was in Daya's younger sister.
Yeah, so basically they're going demon hunting again, and as they're looking for the demon, you find out that the nun from the first movie, Vera Farmiga's sister. Oh yeah, probably. I don't know. You're disgusting.
Asking for a friend, for a friend.
For research purposes, right?
For a friend.
For research purposes.
She's literally the same age as my oldest nephew. Yeah, she's 20.
Well, yeah, okay, there you go. So basically, long story short, you find out that she's actually the descendant of some patron saint, and the demon is actually looking for a set of eyes so that it can become more powerful. And she needs to find the eyes before the demon does. And she's going to use the eyes to destroy the demon. And I'm like, okay, so now we're getting into. So the first go around, the first time around, we did the whole blood of Christ thing. And now, so you had to find the blood of Christ in the first movie. Now the second movie, you got to find the eyes of, there's some patron saint lady that got her eyes stabbed out. I don't remember her name. Yeah, you Google that in your free time if you want to.
Yeah,
can't remember her fucking name though for the life of me, because the movie just kind of because that's the thing. Like they just entered Indiana Jones territory at that point to me, to where they're just artifact hunting. Like you find out that she's actually some like ancient descendant, and he's like, you gotta find the eyes of what's her fucking name? I'm gonna Google it really quick.
Yeah, but that was kind of like the last of that, like sort of the Conjuring series movie, that one that came strict on HBO. They have like their old, they have that room of all the different kind of different stuff from all the different movies. They'll have like the little doll from there and all this other stuff. So it's like, now they're just going all and collecting all this stuff, and they have their little, like, their obviously their war room of different little artifacts from different movies. And I'm like, oh, so they're just doing this now, because that's when I watched the HBO. I stopped kind of caring about these movies because, like you say, it's kind of getting into that cash grabby territory, and I'm just
Saint
like,
Lucy.
it's not interesting to me.
That's what it is, Saint Lucy.
I can go for Juicy Lucy.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, she was the patron saint of
hell yeah.
Yeah, so it was just dumb. You find out, she's an ancient descendant of that person, and then they're going looking for Saint Lucy's eyes that are somehow magically buried in the same, like in this old church that turned into a boarding school for girls. And that happens to be where the dude works now, who was possessed by the demon. And it's like a race against time to get St. Lucy's eyes. And I'm like, all right, I just want a ghost story at this point. Like, I just want to see somebody get possessed. I want to see somebody get expelled, which actually I might have to go see The Exorcist too. I had no interest in that movie until I saw the trailer for it.
Yeah, I'll still go see it.
I could get into this one. I could get into that one. And
I'll see it.
Now that it's actually like a direct sequel, not necessarily a cash grab, like
a reboot or anything like that, and we just kind of like maybe.
Well, because aren't there like 4 Exorcist movies?
I think there's 3 like chronological.
There was The Exorcist, and then like The Last Rite or Last whatever the fuck it was, The Exorcist 2, and then
there's at least 3.
Okay.
There's 3. But I think this one is coming from the original one and not.
Yeah, this is like a direct sequel
like, to the first one.
Official sequel.
So it's kind of like a soft reboot, sort of like what they did with the Halloween movies, like all those other ones that kind of came after the first one. Not so much.
I was so disappointed in that. Not the Rob Zombie ones, but the way that they fucked up reintroducing those characters. Oh my god, you could have had a whole new great horror franchise at your fingertips. And boy, did you drop the fucking ball.
Yeah, they definitely correct that one.
I don't know if you watched it.
Terrible.
Oh my god, dog.
And I'm pissed off because we didn't pay attention to that. It was on Peacock for free, and we went to the theater. We were so mad when we got home and turned on Peacock.
Oh, you went
and saw it fly across the screen.
Oh,
we didn't know it because this is when they didn't announce it as much and throw it in your face on Peacock. When we came home and turned on Peacock and saw it fly across the screen, we were even more pissed.
Oh yeah, I watched it on Peacock, and I'm real glad I did.
What movie?
The newest Halloween movie.
Halloween Kills.
It was
or Ends or whatever. I don't care.
Time I will never get back. So bad. And yet, like, I honestly, like, in the beginning of like this whole reboot thing, I'm not gonna lie to you, I truly was invested in the idea of rewatching this story with Lori with PTSD from what happened the first go. I'm like, that is incredibly.
The first one wasn't bad. Yeah, how they did that.
Like, that's compelling. Like, like, okay, we're not just gonna give you the new spooky. Like, we're also gonna drag you through some scares because like she's going through PTSD. So we can even use the guise of PTSD to make it look like Michael Myers is even more prevalent than he is. And like that kind of makes it a little bit more tense. And like you wrote, because you're right. The first one was pretty good. They're like slides. She's got the fucking countertop that slides, like that leads to the basement, and like there's a whole that was fucking incredible. And then and then you just fumbled after that. I don't know how these things happen. It was the same thing with The Purge. Like, you had a great idea there. And the first one was halfway decent. Could have been a little scarier in my opinion, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay.
And then you just went fucking south from there.
fall off the rails.
You just went completely south. Like, I don't get it. We don't live in a time anymore where we have to pump out, like, this isn't the 70s where you can pump out 5 Jason Voorhees movies and they all turn into cult classics. Like that's not what we're doing anymore.
Are you saying only the first Purge was fire?
I'm not even saying it was fire. I'm saying it was decent at best.
It was good.
Potential.
It was entertaining. It was entertaining.
That was the thing. Like, see, like for me, like I kind of hold these movies to a standard of Saw, the first one. The first Saw, where you have like a good idea, you have a scary idea, and you execute the movie to the point where it's like, okay, that's believable and that's fucking terrifying. So like, think about that. This old man just locked these people in the fucking bathroom. Not locked them in there, but laid down on the floor with them the entire time. Like, just like, and then
that's
like
dedication.
And then like throughout the movie, though, you think that Zep is the fucking bad guy the whole time. You think he's the one that's been catching people, and like just the misdirection of that movie. And I'm like, if these motherfuckers did this as their school project, like, why can't we have good horror movies anymore? Like if this was James Wan's like movie project, like his final, and they were like, hey, we'll actually give you a couple bucks to turn this into like a 90-minute feature film. Why can't we get good movies like that? Like, why can't we get good horror movies like that anymore, dog?
Well, they are rebooting. I would say, is it a reboot?
I just saw Saw 10. What is that shit?
Saw 10. I don't even know. Like, that? So Jigsaw. We didn't.
We don't need any more John Kramer. We got enough of them. The first two were pretty. The first one was really good. The second one wasn't too terrible. It was a little wonky and corny at points, but like it was halfway decent.
Yeah.
And
so like this one,
into like, how do we torture people in the freakiest fucking way?
No, it's coming out this week. So, that's coming out soon. I kind of like, I might see, because what it is now is like, he went to Mexico to cure his cancer, but it was a fake scheme. So he's getting back at the people that's like, we didn't really cure your cancer. We just took your money.
You know what's crazy?
Making him an anti-hero-ish kind of person.
Jaquan, you're fucked up for that one. Because Chris Rock did try to make a Saw movie. He sure fucking did, and it did not do well.
I forgot about that Jigsaw. I remember I saw that movie. I did see it.
He tried it. He tried. He swung for the fences. It's all right.
Good pull, GMS. I forgot all about that crap.
I
saw it and forgot it as soon as it went off.
Yeah, I bet you did. I had no interest in watching that one. I was like,
I saw that one at home.
My time is too valuable nowadays, man. I'm too picky.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start watching. Maybe now with all the hotel time I'll start watching this shit. But it's watching something.
Yeah, just run. Yeah, watch.
I'll just run through them as I'm doing that. But like, man, you know what? As I was watching the Saw 10 trailer, I kind of thought to myself, I was like, you know what? This would actually be a good one if it wasn't the 10th one. Like, if this was like the original Saw, or like maybe even the third one, like kind of just like brings everything full circle, I would actually kind of be invested in this, but I'm not invested in John Kramer. Like, after 10 Saws, and we've also had what's her name the whole time too, Amanda, and then there's allegedly all different people involved throughout the course of the fucking time. John Kramer, I'm like, I got no.
Yeah, with different like imitators and all that other crap too.
Yeah, and like I was kind of interested in this. I'm like, that story makes sense. Like, he's got the cancer, he goes to Mexico to try to get cancer, and these people ripped him off. Like, he thought he was cured. He paid him like $20,000. He thought all of his life savings, thought he was cured, and then turns out they never did anything. They just put him to sleep, and then woke him up and told him they cured his fucking cancer. So he goes and finds them and torture and like makes them basically give a piece of themselves in order to save their own lives, because he's got no time left. I could get behind that story, but not now that it's the 10th Saw. Now I'm like, I got nothing left, because John Kramer was supposed to die like 5 movies ago. Like the cancer trope has worn itself worn its welcome. A guy was supposed to die from cancer like 8 movies ago.
Yeah, he didn't even die of cancer 8 movies ago. They legit killed him. Like the girl, like one of the people saw him and killed him.
In which one?
I think it was 6. Dog, don't quote me, but they did. I remember at the end of the movie, she grabbed like a saw and she like saw like, no quote, sawed him or killed him, and he was like he bled out and he was dead.
He was dead. I didn't even see that one. See, I've
never seen it.
Whichever one. So whichever one opened up with the crucifix. That was the last one I ever saw. I went into that movie. I saw the crucifix as the first stunt, and I immediately went, after this movie is over, I am done with this franchise. And there's no fucking way you can convince me to watch this again.
I don't even think I've seen the first one, to be honest with you.
The first one is actually good.
But I don't watch scary movies, though.
The first one isn't even scary. It's more of like a thriller. It's more of like
a thriller.
Pace, like roller coaster ride because you know what's happening.
Who's the one that came out with the on the bike?
Yeah, the Jigsaw.
You're talking about Jigsaw.
No, who is that?
Yeah, that's
just a little
Jigsaw.
That's his little puppet that he uses.
That's like his avatar. His name is John Kramer. His criminal name is Jigsaw, and everybody knows Jigsaw as the little dude on the tricycle that comes riding out. That's like want to play a game.
But it's a puppet.
Yeah, it's a puppet.
What kind of puppet? Like a
marionette with a giant fucking dome. I think in the first
How does he control
movie
it?
too, it's not a puppet. It's like a remote control or something. It's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions. It just moves.
Don't ask questions. It just moves.
Yeah, exactly.
It just fucking moves, dude. I'm not wondering.
I think that right there. That right
there.
there.
John Kramer
is the scary part. How is it moving?
Yeah, and all I know is that John Kramer is the one bad motherfucker, and he probably just ingenued some shit, and that thing's just strolling in as the door opens.
Apparently,
it's probably just rigged to some wiring, and then as the door opens, it slowly creeps out and it sticks its head, and like he's probably just remote controlling it, dude. Like,
there's so many things. Like you would think that this motherfucker is Tony Stark, how smart and how he's getting all this money to get all these elaborate traps and shit. After a while, it's like. It's like I thought you were supposed to be broke.
He's a terrifying. Like the first one, like I said, the first one is good because it's not bloody gore and horror for horror's sake. Like it's not like a scary monster jump scare movie. It's more so like a thrill ride to where like you're kind of just trapped in the room with these people and you don't know who's gonna do what. But then you find out that each of them are a scumbag on their own level. Oh, like, well, both of you can cut your fucking feet off. Like, none of you deserve to be cut loose. Like, you're both fucking scumbags in your own right. Like,
gotcha.
You find out that like he spills all the skeletons out of their closet, and all the while you think it's this twitchy little dude out for revenge, and it turns out that it's not. The character's name is Zeb. It turns out it's not Zeb. It's fucking Jigsaw, who's been laying on the fucking bathroom floor this entire time. He staged himself as like a dead body in there. He staged himself as like the last victim. Like he shot himself in the head, and now it's your guys' turn. But as it turns out, he's just like he's laying there the whole time. He's actually it's one of the greatest. Like I don't want to say one of the greatest, but it is a satisfying plot twist.
Yeah, the plot twist. Seeing it for the first time, it was kind of like, what?
Yeah, you're kind of like, what the fuck did I
expecting that.
Watch?
Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll
good one. That was like good one.
Yeah, and like the best part about it too is that like there's the ending always sticks with you because like the music hits. You know how there's always like good music behind it, but then like in a good horror movie, you don't have music when there's like tense shit happening.
Yeah.
Like the music crescendos, and then the screen goes black, and all you hear over nothing is the dude that got left in the bathroom screaming. Like that's like the lasting thing that you hear is just all black and just the dude screaming for his fucking life because he's getting locked in there alone.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, that was fucked.
It was crazy.
Yeah. But it's a good movie, man.
Watch the first one, but skip the second one. It fell off the rails really quick once you got to the sequel to the second one.
I disagree. I don't think it fell off the rails quickly. I think it fell off the rails on the third one. I think the second one, they were coming off. The second one, they were teetering really hard because it was a little comic booky. It was a little goofy. It was a little like, what the fuck are we doing?
Because they were upping the ante. It didn't do what it didn't do the things that made the first one successful. And then it's like, oh, we're just gonna just be over excessive with like, you know, the torture porn type of sort of thing.
I think what does it for me is the ending. They still stick the landing, as goofy as it gets. They stick the landing in the end with Donnie finding out that his kid's locked in the safe, but that the tape is old.
Oh my God.
Like his kid's actually been safe the entire time. And he tells them that in the beginning. He's like, your kid is safe. He's like, I kept him in a safe place. And it turns out his kid's been locked in a safe the entire time, like with oxygen. I thought it wasn't on par with the last one, but it was still a pretty good, like.
It's like the M. Night Shyamalan sort of thing. I'm just putting a whole bunch of bullshit so you can get to the plot twist, sort of the end at the movie.
Well, that's why
and everything in there is kind of like, doesn't like anything in between that is just shit until you get to the end. Like, oh, that's the plot twist. And that was kind of like the running theme with
Amanda's with him the whole time.
Yeah, Amanda was with him the whole time, and she was there retconning the first movie, and that's where those movies started to teeter off into. After a while, it's like you wait until you see the twist at the movie.
Completely fell off the rails. Was the third one? Was it when you found out that like not only was it Amanda, but then that cop was involved too? The dude who ends up getting like pinched at the end in the glass walls or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Since when the fuck did you get involved in this? Like,
exactly. It started.
Why is everybody getting involved?
Yeah. That was,
like if you survive, you join them. That's crazy. I thought I was supposed to be able to walk away. Now you got me doing your shit for you. That's crazy.
Yeah,
right.
That sounds weird.
Fuck yourself, dude. Yeah, like I am a cop. Weird. I'm gonna shoot you. It's like
now we're 10 movies deep, and like I don't know, it's entered goofy territory.
But you know what else?
Is catching the bag.
Yep, he's catching. He's getting the bag. He's got all that. He's successful franchises, so they're going to keep on giving him money, and he can keep on just shoving them out.
Oh, no.
And that was that. But you guys know that we're getting a Avengers movie next month.
What?
An animated one?
Y'all didn't hear about the Avengers movie? No, it's not. It's not allegedly the Avengers Code Red.
Is it on animated?
October 27th on Disney Plus. So everybody, we're going to get our Avengers fix.
Yeah.
It's Lego, but it's an Avengers movie.
Hey, man. Hey, man, you had me fucking going for a second.
It's
I'll still watch it, low key.
Lego Avengers Code Red. Coming out October 27th. So we'll get.
Hold on. Is it by the same creators as the ones that made the DC ones?
Those are fucking hilarious.
Those are so good.
I'm not gonna lie. Lego Batman is one of my top Batman movies. That shit is hilarious.
I watched it a few days ago. That
oh my God,
Peacock is super
you know you're not sneaking up on me. I have incredible reflex.
Yeah.
You know what? I might watch it tonight, low key.
That movie is fucking incredible. I love
rewatch it. You're gonna be dying laughing because when I watched it, I'm like, I forgot how really funny this movie was.
It makes fun of itself perfectly. Like
yes.
Everything that, and it's so funny because like as a Batman fan,
yeah,
they make fun of everything that annoys you that people bring up as to why they don't like Batman. But yet it's still funny as shit.
Okay.
Like anytime like I talk to somebody about why they don't like Batman, it's like he's got all this. He doesn't have any superpowers. He's always angry. Like they give me all, and then I'm always like, okay, those are fucking bullshit reasons. Like you need to get over it.
Yeah.
And then Lego Batman comes in and just makes fun of all of that.
Yeah. Those movies
even like. Even with that, like even with the Joker, and like, he always stops you. It's like, even that time where you had the whole parade with the Prince soundtrack in the background. It's like, I know. It just makes fun of all.
He's gonna stop you. Yeah. Like it's just so dumb. I like to fight around. I mean, I don't have like a single bad guy. I like to fight around.
Yeah. It is so funny.
Like,
and it does a good job.
Dude.
Yeah, I would play the
one time I didn't mind Michael Cera.
No,
I like Michael Cera. You're crazy, dude. You don't like him?
We all like Scott Pilgrim.
No.
We all like Mitch or Eric. Eric from Barbie. Is it Eric?
Oh yeah.
Was he in Barbie?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Good for him.
Yeah.
He
It's
was.
Ken
Like,
and
yeah.
fuck, I forgot his
What
name.
was-
I don't know.
It's not.
It's Aaron.
What was his name?
Babe.
He just always came off as a little
Ken and
bitch.
who? Mitch? No, Midge was the pregnant one. Ken's friend. Paul.
No, it was Alan.
Paul?
Alan.
Alan.
How did I not get that?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, it's kind of like a
I could.
basic name, but it's like that.
I said
Alan.
Aaron.
Nah,
No,
I'm
Yeah,
good.
you were close, Alan. Yeah,
Michael Cera is
Alan.
he's not clicking for me. He never was. I feel
Wow.
like I always felt like here's the thing. He didn't do it for me in Superbad. I love Superbad. I hate Michael Cera in that movie.
That's
And
crazy.
that might have been what did it for me. Plus,
That's crazy.
I think, and I've seen cell phone evidence that would back this up, but I feel like he is the type of person that he is, and this is the end. Like just a raging douchebag. All the fucking time.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
Funny.
Like I just feel like he's just one of them skinny white boys that's just a douchebag.
Came in to smack the shit out of Riri's booty.
You know what I mean?
know,
like,
right?
oh yeah.
Just be like that. That was
I feel
funny.
like that. I feel like
That
that
was
is
funny.
the one and only time he's ever actually been hit in the face.
Man.
Was when Rihanna smacked him, and it was because he gave her permission to, because he wanted to actually smack that ass. So I don't blame him for that.
Yeah, true. I take
Right?
that.
Yeah.
I
I'll
don't
do it
blame him
too.
for that. I
That's all
will
I'm
take a right cross from Rihanna in order to, if I could smack it in a movie for good.
Just one
for good
time?
comedy, right?
Just
Like,
one
oh
time.
no, I missed it.
Oh no! I backed away and you missed my face. We're gonna have to do that take again.
So
That whole
stupid.
entire take again. Yeah.
Oh,
no. You hating on Michael Cera, man. He's good. He's a better Jesse Eisenberg.
I give you that,
Yeah.
but I'm
that's what he
still.
is.
I'm not. I don't know.
Oh,
But I didn't
You're
mind
kinda
Seth
like
Roberts. He was pretty fucking funny as Dick Grayson. He
Yeah.
did a pretty
Oh
good
yeah. He
job in the
was.
Lego
Mhm.
movie.
Yep.
So,
And speaking of Lego movie and
Uh-oh.
different variations of this, did you guys hear about the Carl Urban in Deadpool 3?
yes.
Wait,
Why?
Might be playing a variant. Yeah, he might be. Yeah, he's reportedly playing a Wolverine variant in Deadpool 3.
I'm so excited for this Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Give me some Liev Schreiber. Give me some fucking
Ugh.
Deadpool. Give me some fucking Wolverine.
Carl
Give me
Urban.
some.
That-
Give me Ryan
Carl
Reynolds.
Urban.
Dude,
Give me
I'm
some-
so excited. I'm
Dude.
so excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be something funny. I'm like, you know what? As far as like someone, if you're
The
thinking
real
of
king
having,
of Canada.
yeah, real king of
Mint
Canada.
Mobile's
Is Carl Urban
finest.
Canadian?
No, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that I was
I
like,
thought
oh,
Carl
yeah.
Urban was Australian.
I think I was
Ryan
saying, I thought he was
Reynolds?
Australian.
No,
Ryan-
Carl Urban.
No,
Oh,
Carl
Carl-
Urban.
I'm obsessed. Can you tell? Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds?
a
I know.
little bit. Good.
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds?
Reynolds?
You mean Ryan Reynolds? Ryan Reynolds?
No, he's
Uh,
from Canada, not
He's
Australia.
from Canada. He's our up north brother.
Carl,
Okay.
Carl
Carl Urban.
Urban.
He's from New Zealand.
Oh, okay, same thing, right?
He's a Kiwi. No, he's a
Well,
Kiwi.
They're yeah,
Kind of the same thing, maybe.
kind
They're
of.
both down under.
Kiwi. No, it's like
Or is
the
New Zealand
difference
up
between
top there?
Australian and someone being from like Minnesota and Wisconsin sort of thing. Like, come on, you're from
Yeah.
there. Okay, we're pump the brakes, sir.
Oh, so they would get
They're
offended.
from over
most
there.
Most people would say y'all are the same, but we would be offended if we were to mention so. Kind of like the Scottish
exactly.
kind of like the Scottish and the Irish. Like you guys are
Exactly.
You guys are the fucking same. All right, let's
They'll be
relax.
like,
Stupid.
well,
But
hold
they
on
take
there.
that shit offensive.
Hold on there, you.
They will, yeah. they will fight you for that one. I promise you.
You hold on there, you divvy knacker.
Like you can't.
Oh
like,
my.
just like-
We got to work on our
Just
accents.
just like we can't call
Oh.
Dominicans African Americans or blacks because they will not. They don't like that shit either.
You're like it. All right, sure. You'll like it.
I'm not black. I'm
If
Dominican.
it's convenient.
Okay, my bad.
No,
Okay,
My
all right,
bad.
sure.
I'm not.
I'd like
All
to
right,
apologize to the Academy.
Oh man.
Wait, how does
You
it
say
go?
so.
Hold on. It goes out of the Legos.
Legos. What are you?
The Lego-
you're over
the
there
Batmans.
just watching TV.
No, I'm trying to
having a deep conversation.
No, listen,
I'm trying. On a fire stick.
I'm trying to figure out which one this is. We
don't have a Roku affiliation yet. Okay,
dude, it's on Peacock. It's on Peacock.
It's on Peacock. Yeah. All of them.
What?
Because there's a Lego Batman,
movies?
The movie, DC Superheroes Unite.
No, so the Lego Batman movie is just its own shit. It doesn't have
the Lego Batman movie.
You have the Lego movie, and then you have the Lego Batman movie. But then,
did you see the Flash ones?
Yeah, those are all just like for kids. Those are like animated for funsies. Gotcha. They're not like the.
All right,
they're not like the movie.
You don't need to watch those ones. If you want to, you can. They're still fun, but you know, you ain't got.
Well, this is the one we're talking about, though. All right, cool.
And one thing, and speaking of sequels to movies, one of the speaking of that, as far as the producer of Man of Steel saying that they should have had a Man of Steel sequel. They should have had a Man of Steel sequel.
Strap in, ladies and gentlemen.
Before Batman v Superman. Me personally, I kind of agree with him, but this is what I think they should have done. Not a Man of Steel 2 sequel. They should have did that Ben Affleck Batman movie after Man of Steel. And that's how you introduce Batman in there. That should have been the next movie if you're going to actually continue on from there. And then that's because you're establishing your two big hitters off the get-go. And that's how you're going to start up your new DCEU, this whole kind of universe you're doing. You're starting off with your big boys right off there. And then you can go with your Wonder Woman movie, go with your Flash movie, go with your Cyborg movie, and then and then what you should do, and I was talking about this before the pod, have Batman v Superman be Justice League Batman v Superman. And what I was saying with that kind of concept is Batman, or you have your Man of Steel 2. I forgot to put that. Man of Steel 2 goes in there. Superman dies in Man of Steel 2. That's where you can have your big fight with Doomsday in that movie. And then instead of Lex Luthor getting Zod's body, he gets Superman's body. And then he uses his DNA to, you know, make Superman clothes, like you said, Jake was saying, like Superboy, and like you do Bizarro, or you can do different things. Or you can, you know, mold in that. I was like Cyborg Superman, do that. So now you have this Superman that is controlled under Lex Luthor, but he's a little bit still kind of unhinged, and Lex Luthor is using it for his own evil gain. So, but Batman sees it kind of like he did in Batman v Superman. All right, we need to kind of stop this guy, but do like he did in Justice League. I'm rounding up the crew. We need to stop this. We need to stop Superman. He's getting a little bit too crazy. We need to put something together. So if somebody like him comes out of unhinged, we need to stop him. But then, you know, they fight him. They find like, oh, the real Superman's alive. They, you know, reinvigorate him, stop all the Superman clones, and then that's the end of that one. Lex Luthor gets away, makes the Legion of Doom, and then that leads on to Justice League 2.
Boom.
Then you get that one.
We rewrote history, and they didn't call
rewrote it. And that's what I think.
That's fucking call us.
And that's like, why would you think a Man of Steel 2 would lead into a Batman v Superman movie? And you haven't established one of your heavy hitters in Batman yet.
I feel like
they still don't get it.
If executed right, Batman versus Superman, you could have done it as the outright second film. I feel like you could have. It could have worked. The problem is the incredibly poor execution. The revolving, as David Goyer had mentioned, the revolving door of executives coming in and being like, no, we need this, no, we need that. And like the last time we talked about the Suicide Squad. Like they filmed it one way, they did it one way, and then a whole gang of executives just switched. They got a brand new boss. There was somebody new at DC, and they were like, we need to make this more like Marvel. They re-edited all of Suicide Squad to make it look goofy and not have the Joker as the villain, which is beyond me still.
It
think
fell apart.
I think Batman vs Superman could have worked as a second movie because the story had a direct sequel baked into it, and it had validity to it. Like Wayne Tower being destroyed by Superman.
Yeah, Superman
and Zod fighting like that bears weight. Like that is like you really have something there, and you've already established that he's an older Bruce Wayne. He's a lot more jaded. He's a lot more pissed off than he normally would be. He's a lot less level-headed. So like it makes sense, but the execution was incredibly poor. And I think Zack Snyder and other people in the room assumed that people had more comic book knowledge than they did. That was one of the beauties that Marvel was doing when they first rolled out, was that they treated it like they gave you little snippets here and there for the true fan, but they built it out in a way that just a casual person could come in and watch any movie. Mm-hmm. And I think Zack Snyder overestimated the intelligence of his fandom, of the fandom.
Yeah, do your homework before you come here, before you come to class.
Before you, and it's like that's not how it needs to go.
No, you need to go over this. You need to just make it more palatable.
I think it could have worked. I think it could have worked in a sense of if you dropped the Wonder Woman piece of it, if you stop trying to dump everything into it all at once, like you said, it just, if you would have kept it just like Batman versus Superman, and you somehow were able to find a way to kind of bring them together, because even I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I could chew on the idea that like Lex Luthor, even though it was Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, and he didn't seem like a well thought out criminal, I feel like Lex Luthor in general could hatch a plan to pin those two against each other with the circumstances at hand.
Easily.
So it makes sense on a lot of levels where they were trying to go, and they just executed it so poorly that it just tanked. And it tanked so bad. And I think you could have had like a Man of Steel 2 or even a Batman after Batman versus Superman, and it still could have made sense.
I don't think that you should relegate one of your DC heavy hitters to pretty much a side character, and you're going to just shoehorn him in a movie like that. He needs his own established movie in that universe to establish himself before you kind of like that. Because what did everybody love about that? But they love the action scenes in that Batman v Superman. They love how like that. Oh yeah, you froze.
Me? I'm froze. Oh, there he is.
There he goes.
Yeah, there we go. But no, like,
am I froze?
Who's streaming on your internet right now? Who's taking up all your bandwidth? You are like Google phone pretty right now, my guy.
Yeah, you are.
Remember the old Google phones? Remember them shits where it slid up? They had the keyboard. And
yeah, and everything.
Oh, that's about how you're vibing right now, dog.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Damn, y'all talking good shit. My bad. Let me figure it out.
When you rewatch the tape, boy, you'll see what.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you're looking a little fuzzy, man.
Damn.
You know, we just trying to make you right. You know, we know you like the aesthetics, and you got an iPhone, and you give an iPhone a bad name right now,
right?
With your poopy camera.
Yeah, but they definitely.
I don't disagree, but where I just saying, like, I think it could, if that's the route you were gonna go. And I think too, like, I think that they were afraid to go the solo Batman route because of, at least right off the jump, because I know that they were establishing the universe. But when did Man of Steel come out? Like 2009, 2008?
It was around that time. When did Man of Steel come out? Yeah, Man of Steel 2013.
Oh, okay. So it came out 2013. So The Dark Knight Rises came out 2012. So I think that if you were to, in a sense, in 2014, like if you only waited 2 years and you essentially rebooted Batman, I think I mean, like I would have loved it. I wouldn't have been like, oh no, not another Batman movie. But I think maybe some people would have been like, oh no, really another like why are we doing another one? So I think that they were trying to divert that by being like, oh no, we got Batman. He's already here. He's established. Kind of like Spider-Man, like how they did Spider-Man in Civil War. Like we already knew, we know who Spider-Man is. We don't necessarily need the background story, and even though we got it in Batman vs Superman anyway, and the opening fucking credits, but like we don't necessarily need like the Uncle Ben and Martha and Dr. Thomas Wayne's story anymore. Like we already know, so we're just gonna kind of plant him in there, and then we'll worry about getting him his own movie in a minute. But we want this showdown to happen, and I think again, like the revolving door of people, and they were like. Because if you notice, like, I don't think it was a coincidence that it came out at the same time Civil War
did. Yeah, around Civil War, yeah.
That can't, because I remember that was the whole thing. Like Civil War and I think Batman vs Superman came out like within months, if not a year of each other.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, they came out. Yeah, they came out the same year.
So, I mean,
around them.
You like again, like when you're trying to, like you got to build the foundation. Like you can't just look at your neighbor's house and be like, "Fuck, my neighbor's already on his interior and it looks really good," and just try to like, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, just like slap up a couple of walls and try to start doing your interior to try to keep up with your neighbor. Like you gotta, you know what I mean? Like you gotta build.
You gotta take your time.
You gotta, you gotta like let your house build, man. Like.
You're gonna cheat up on some things. Things are gonna break down.
Yeah, they were peeking into Marvel's house and being like, "Oh, they got it good in here. We need to hurry up and get better." It's like, no, you take your time because we're still eating as comic book fans. Nobody wants, like, nobody would be mad if you slowly built your DC universe. You didn't need to catch up to Marvel. Nobody was upset about it. You guys were, nobody was upset that you guys were just at Man of Steel, like. You could have, you know what I mean? Like,
should have kept at their own pace.
Yeah.
Yep. Kept at your own pace, and everything would have been a different world if they just would have made that established first. Because
we could probably be talking about like season 3, season 2, like the Green Lantern Corps TV show right now.
You could have.
You know what I mean? Like, but instead we're not, and that's fine. That's okay because we still got Ahsoka and we still got other teams, and now the writer's strike is going to be over in like 3 hours. So like,
woo, party time!
We're sitting pretty good. Yeah, there's the action figures.
Yeah, Ultraman.
Woo! I only added one to my new collection. This fucked up ass. I got a little Pennywise with me today.
What the heck is that? Is that what the hell is that back there?
What is that? Oh, Ghostface.
Oh, I'm saying an ants thing. What is that? Gore the God Butcher?
Yeah, probably.
Oh no,
Batman and Hush. I like it.
Nice.
I'm gonna say, did you watch, Anthony? Did you watch the?
No, I got this as a gift.
Okay. I was gonna say, wait, no, it wasn't Hush that I was disappointed in. That's not right. It wasn't Hush. Hush was
the Hush the movie.
Yeah.
This one looks.
All right.
This looks sick.
No, I'm thinking of there's one that I was so disappointed in.
Maybe it was Hush.
It was there was The Killing Joke, but that's not the one I'm thinking of.
That one wasn't that great either.
What was the one? What was A Death in the Family?
Did I see that one?
How did they botch that one? That one was like a choose your own adventure one. They tried to make it like a choose your own fucking adventure movie. And I'm like, dude, don't do that. Don't do that. I get it. You guys are trying to pay homage to the 1-900 number that you made to fucking kill an 11-year-old child, comic book character child, but like, press 1 if you want Jason Todd to live. Press 2 if you want him to die. Like, bro, you guys really set up a hotline number. Yes.
Wow.
Because like Jason Todd was not being well received from comic book fans. And so they legit set up a hotline where you could call a 1-900 number and vote whether or not Jason Todd lives or dies.
That's hilarious.
thing.
That's
And they chose to kill him. And that's where the infamous crowbar scene came from, where Joker beats the fuck out of a Robin with a crowbar. Yeah. That's where that whole thing came from.
Wow.
Because those sick fucks, started a phone number, started a fucking hotline.
Hey, but
wasn't he doing it like a warehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And like Pakistan.
But they made it better made it right in the later years.
Dude, that Under the Red Hood crushed. Mm-hmm. The comic book and the movie is really good too. The movie is really fucking good. The last Halloween I was a little disappointed in. It was a little that didn't really hit for me as much as I was hoping it would. But
me either. It was okay. It was okay. I thought it would be better. The sequel to the movie. I like the first part.
Part one was good. Part two they swung and missed.
Yeah, it wasn't that great, in my opinion. In that one. Nope. But we shall see. Oh yeah, and also
got show and tell. Yeah, PK, we're doing show and tell. Show
and tell. I got Helen Mirren on my keys now.
No way. Look at that. Shazam.
From Shazam. And and Donkey Kong and Diddy.
Oh, that's who that is.
For a while.
That's the old lady.
Yeah,
it's all about family over physics.
Family over
physics. And
if you learned anything from the show, learn that. It's
family over physics.
Take that little piece with you.
Daria. Eventually, I'm going to put that on there too.
No way.
Yeah, Daria.
You know, I realized how dumb I was as a kid as I watched that. I was like, because I did not like that shit as a kid.
Oh, really?
But I think the humor was like over my head because I was dumb. You know
because it was like she was like very dry and very.
It's like deadpan, dry humor. It wasn't like because again I'm dumb, so like the goofy SpongeBob, give me the kids next door, give me South Park.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I was, give me the poop humor.
I know, and a cool Gore the God Butcher.
You know,
it's really turned into show and tell.
It has. Hold on, where's my show and tell?
I know, right? We got a whole.
Y'all should check this shit out. I don't know if it'll work on the camera though.
I'm about to show y'all this pizza. I'm trying to go eat this pizza.
You should go work.
Watch Lego Batman.
Yeah, right. You don't have a life, Anthony.
Yes, I do.
I know, right?
I'm serious.
Don't take like your absence from these pods and act like you got a life now. We know.
Oh wow,
that is dope.
You, but that's dope.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
That is dope. Yeah, it looks. Yeah, we can see it. It moves.
Oh wow, it shimmer and shine splendors.
Yeah, you know.
That's dope.
That is sick. That is sick.
I gotta find this to hang it.
That's dope.
Yeah, take Scream down because that doesn't really go with the.
Take this thing down.
Aesthetic, yeah. What's his name? Longface.
Ghostface.
It's spooky season, so
I said Longface.
Longface.
I also got this thing. I got this at Dave & Buster's. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it is wrong.
I got this.
Got a new game. I got a new game.
Check this one out. This is brand new. Brand spanking new.
No, that sounds
you left that
cool.
over. You left that over my house one time.
Wow.
That ain't.
I got this.
You got it brand new.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. What is that? What is Guilty Gear? What game is that?
Well, it's a fighting game, but they made a board game out of it, and they were giving this away at Evolution 2023, the fighting game.
I don't have anything cool to show.
Did you get your tickets, by the way, homeboy?
For what?
For my new controller.
Twin City Con?
Twin Cities Con.
You mean Wizard Con, baby?
Wizard Con.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about Wizard Con.
Dude, it's Twin Cities Con.
I survived Wizard Con.
Yeah, are you doing Twin Cities Con or what?
Yeah, I'll be there. You already know. I don't. I don't buy mine. I don't buy mine in advance. By chance, like I can't go all 3 days, even though it's like cheaper.
It's 100% cheaper pre-sale. Yeah. I bet you're gonna be paying more, but hey, you got it.
Yeah, like I'll probably be able to make 2 days at tops.
When is it? November what?
November 5th to the 4th or 5th to the 6th. Oh yeah. It's an early.
So stays. Yeah, it's early in November. Love it, love it. And also got one of these too, the old Neo Geo minis, the 40-year anniversary with 40 games.
I may or may not have read that as Negro at first. Just
I
like
did
Negro
too.
Geo.
I did. I read it as said, "Wow, that's interesting."
Wow, that's a great knockoff
What kind of
Soldier
game
Boy
is this?
you got there. No, this is not the Soldier Boy console.
The Soldier Boy console, Negrendo.
Negrendo. Oh,
All right, that's it.
Negrendo. Oh my god.
Shit.
Funny, hilarious.
Right.
Negrendo. Oh man, ain't got nothing to show off.
I got nothing, dude.
Yeah,
you got your Hush
collection, bro.
I had Hush.
Yeah.
I do have
Hush and Batman.
Because our room the room is still filled with all of her stuff, so it's like I got to get back in there, man.
Well, you need to tell Oliver stuff to like move the fuck on. Like
I know,
Oliver quit.
I know.
You know what I mean? Man. And Oliver Stone, like just skip the fuck on out of here, Oliver.
Skip it.
I want to set it ablaze. Honestly.
Well, don't take it outside first before you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do that outside. Lose your deposit. Don't do that.
Lose the deposit.
Don't lose your deposit. And if anybody asks,
she cracking open some snacks right now.
You want the snacks? Look at you.
Hungry snacks. I'm trying to
what
see.
Kind of snacks? What are we snacking
Let me see. Show me.
What kind of snacks?
They want to see what kind of snacks.
I hear the bag ruffling.
Let me see. Hey, she think I'm gonna keep it. That's her problem.
Oh, the Magnums, huh?
Yeah, the Magnums, bro. That's the type of family we live. Yeah, that's the only
Magnum
she gets. Stupid, but true.
Hey, man, just living your truth. There you go. That's all lovely.
Who decided to put that as the labeling for your ice cream? Like,
facts, though.
You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine the disrespect? You come home, you're like, I got some Magnums. You're like, oh yeah.
Yo, I had some Snicker ice cream bars the other day.
The Snicker ice cream bars?
I had some the other day, boy. Oh my god.
They still make those? Nice.
Oh my god.
The Twix ones hit pretty good too.
See, now that's more of me. I'm more
the Twix.
Yeah.
The Twix ones.
She don't get a Magnum, she get a Twix. That's more.
Nice. Left or right?
Right, of course, man. So stupid. Oh shit!
What a great gimmick.
Anything else that we need to talk about? I need to.
There's so much. We could go on for another 2 hours.
I know we could.
There are some other stuff, but you know what? How about this? Since you want to leave so bad, we can wrap it up and we can save it for another time. Maybe by the time that we get to it.
Yeah, we'll wrap up this show.
You're right.
So stupid.
Boom.
Because yeah, no, things should be kind of chilling. So as it gets closer to the winter time, so I should be more available. I'm excited.
Woo!
Heck yeah.
Heck
yeah, man.
Waka.
But yeah, man, what else should we be looking out for? I mean, what else is
look out for that writer track, look out for some probably within the next week, I would say prepare for some serious date drops. We're gonna see a lot of shit dropping left and right, as far as release dates and
Loki.
This one's coming early.
Loki 2 is coming up. Be on the lookout for those reviews.
Oh, and also this Friday, the Boys spinoff Gen V is gonna be out Friday too. So
the
Boys.
You gonna watch the Boys? God damn, I'm yawning already.
Amazon.
Yeah, on Amazon Prime.
That's what that is.
Yeah, that's the.
They're a spinoff.
Yeah, that's the spinoff.
I just saw a trailer. I just saw a trailer for it last night, actually, and I was like, I have no idea what this is.
Well, that's what it
is.
She
was like, "What is this?" I was like, "I don't know."
Well, that's what it is. Now you can tell her.
All right, bet it up, dude.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Now
all right, I'll check that out.
What it is and who it is.
I'll check that out.
So we got that. So that's something we all should check out if you have not watched The Boys. I'm pretty sure all of us have.
Yeah.
All of us have. We all watched The Boys here.
Okay.
So we get that, and probably
Anything
by
else
the
interesting?
next time, if we get this, let me check one more ting. I think
One
that
more team.
no, that's coming out a little bit later.
One more time.
We're gonna
Alright.
live in the days, we're gonna sell. But I was gonna say in Invincible, but no, they did like a pre sort of movie
That's good too.
before that. But that season don't start until November 3rd. So basically the time around Twin Cities Con, they're gonna do that one. But yeah, so
Mortal
we might have
Kombat's on the horizon, isn't it? If it hasn't already
Nope.
dropped.
Nope, it has. I would talk about it now, but we'll save that for a different day.
Oh shit.
MK1, been playing it, so Ben had it.
Oh yeah,
I
we
was
have to do
one of
game
the
reviews.
yeah, because I got it a week advance because I had the premium edition. So you get it,
Oh.
you get it like a week in advance. So I've had it for a week. It officially dropped. Yeah, no, what dang? It already it's been that far back already, but yeah, it just dropped last weekish on the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
Official.
Because I was wondering, because I've been seeing a lot of, like this obviously it's out now, but like right about that time, yeah, like a lot of advertisement dumps. Everything from like YouTube to Instagram, all my social media was just flooded with Mortal Kombat ads.
Yeah, it's officially out if you didn't get
Okay.
like the premium edition, so you can get it
I
a
did
week in
not.
advance.
I usually with these games, I usually just tend to wait until like everything comes out and they release all the bundles, and then I just buy it as one big fucking,
Oh yeah, Ultimate
bundle
Edition.
game. Yeah, the Ultimate Edition for like $80 when it goes on sale on Black Friday 3 years later.
Hey, good idea. I'm not mad at that because
yeah.
mad at that. That's smart. That's smart. Yeah, that whatever you do, everybody, do not get Mortal Kombat 1 on the Nintendo Switch.
Uh-oh. Did they
Why?
take the blood away because it's Nintendo?
It looks like a freaking
Looks like
PSP
Tekken
game.
4.
Really?
No, it looks like a PSP game,
Oh,
like a
no.
launch title PSP game. Like, what the heck is this? Look, it looks dog shit. The internet's tearing it apart, and then Ed Boon and everybody saying, "We'll fix it. Don't worry about it." But it is.
Ed Boon, you are a fucking liar.
It's ridiculous. So look up videos on that, and you'll be shocked, like how bad. Like this can't be. Even a Switch game, even though the Switch is not as strong as the PS5 or Xbox Series X. It should not look this bad because Mortal Kombat 11 didn't look that bad. So,
for real?
It's bad. I'm telling you, it looks like a straight up a launch title PSP game. Like
so is MK1 like the start of something new, a new franchise?
No, it's just it's a reboot of it. So at the end of MK11, the timeline kind of shift because Liu Kang became like the keeper of time, so he created a whole new timeline of of his creation and such, and that's kind of like what the storyline is in this one, and they do something very interesting in this one too as far as the story goes. But yeah,
okay,
like I said, we can save that.
This is egregious.
Yeah, let's save that.
Yeah, you see how bad it is. Yes,
I'm watching like a side by side too. Like somebody put together a side by side of the Switch versus the Xbox, and that there is no way you can get away with that.
Exactly right. Like
I'd be fucking pissed, dog.
And it costs just as much as the other ones. That's still a $70 game.
Oh my god!
I would have whooped somebody's ass.
Yeah, we'd be boxing.
Oh, hell no!
Give me my money back and catch these hands.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
Yeah, do that. While you look at that, everybody, we will see you again.
Again and again.
Peace out.
It's been another episode of the Higher Space Podcast.
The Higher Space. Welcome to a higher space.
Yeah,
we're high. I'm high. Allegedly.
I'm hydrated.
Facts.
He's hydrated.
I got the boobles.
And Anthony's just.
I'm hungry.
I don't even know. He's hungry.
Yeah.
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Hit the sign off.
Scraps. Ooh, nailed it.
Peace.